Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. What's up, everyone? What's up, PFM TV? We got John in the building. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going good, Zach. Yeah, I was just looking for the screen there. Yeah,
Nice, dude. Yeah, good to be
cool.
back with you guys on Tuesday. We're getting the week started. We got a good show today. We have Austin Silver from ASFX coming on, who is one of my oldest mentors. I've been working and learning from Austin since I was in maybe like my second year of trading. So I've known him for a few years. He's a good friend. So yeah, that's going to be a fun one. I'm excited for that. And yeah, man, other than that, I mean, we could definitely talk about yesterday's price action. I think you had the right call. I mean, John, I remember yesterday you talked about how those deep gap ups, don't fade them, just ride the trend. And we just continued to trend all the way into the close.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it was interesting. I'll share my screen real quick.
Yeah, get it. I was red. I took a red day yesterday.
Yep. I was small green, but could have been big green if I would have held the trade.
Well, let's see. Let's see what you did.
So yeah, basically what I mentioned yesterday was this was the line in the sand for me yesterday.
Yeah.
This right here. And okay, cool. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, this was the line in the sand, and you can see buyers defended it almost to the T. Here in the open, we couldn't get below it, and after that, we just ran up the entire day. So, had I been here, maybe I would have taken that. That would have been a nice trade. But I did end up catching. Let's see. There we go. On NQ, I did end up catching a trade here. Yeah, so it was near the end of the day. It was about 30 minutes left for the session, and I'll make this bigger here. And yeah, I just caught this right here to rotate to the other side. So I just got that piece, but it ended up going much higher. So yeah, just from value area low, I didn't even let it get to the value area high, but I got a few points, and that was my day. So it was based off this range right here. It's a 1 minute range. So as you kind of get to new heights or new levels, you'll oftentimes have like these sideways balances before you get a rip up. And these are kind of like a line in the sands for me.
Yeah.
So you can see it happen here as well. Like you could draw this out. We popped out, popped back in, held the value area low, went to the next range, went sideways, popped back out, popped back in, and then headed higher.
Do you usually see the market like retrace all the way to the value area low on these ranges? Or are there times where you're like, I just want to see it, bounce on the value area high and then run?
Yeah, so I'll kind of use both depending on how strong I feel the market is or what bias I have. But this would have been a good play here. Like this is off the value area high right here. And
Yeah.
from here to here is over 10 points. That's like a 15-point move. And sometimes what I do is I stair step too. Like let's say I get into this trade, I would once like stair step the 1 minute and then get out here.
So by stair step, do you mean like you're trailing your stop up aggressively as
Yes,
price goes in your favor?
exactly. So if I feel we're gonna hold this level, but I don't know if we're gonna like rip up, I might just move the stop with every 1 minute candle.
Nice. Yeah, that makes sense, man. I mean, so that was a solid trade. I mean, you're in, you're out. You took your base hit. Do you feel like you could have held it longer, or do you think it's just a natural FOMO a little bit?
Yeah, it's probably the natural FOMO. I'm happy with the trade.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm experimenting with too, is just letting it ride. Like I've read the book The Biggest Loser Wins. That's a really good book where like his strategy, like he'll take probably a lot of losses, but he lets his trade ride out because
That's Tom Hogard, right?
Tom Hogard, yep. And the way he frames it is he says, would you feel worse taking the trade or letting the trade or seeing the trade run higher or go more in your direction. And I kind of agree with that a little bit, but for me, like I like the base hits, so I'm happy with base hits. So yeah, that was the trading day. But yeah, when there's a
What
gap
time was
up,
that at? What that you took your trade?
this was so it would have been like close to 3:30 Eastern.
Okay. Yeah. So afternoon standard. So you like were just totally in line with your usual style. You hit your base hit, you're done.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So just a little rotation. But yeah, it was a like the market's really strong. It was a gap up. So yeah.
I love it, man. Yeah, nice trading. I mean, great job, seriously. Because man, I don't know. I was trying to take some shorts in the morning on stream. I took one break even and one L, and then I tried one more in the PM session. I just went for it again, took an L, so I was down like 400 on my accounts. So, I mean, not too bad. Managed risk. The one thing I know is that like even though I might try the short, I'm not going to keep going. Like I gave it 2 really good shots with valid entry signals. I waited for it. It didn't work out. That's just the way it goes. But I couldn't believe how much we ran up into the close. Like we just could not stop.
Yeah, for sure. We're at all-time highs. Buyers are really interested at these levels. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I don't think we're gapping up right now. Let me check. Okay. Let me just minimize this. All right. So yeah, what I'm looking at this morning, we're not gapping up, but we're right at the high of yesterday, and we're right at the value area high of yesterday on ES and on NQ. We do have a little bit of a gap up on NQ. So NQ is stronger this morning. So, I'm not fighting the buyers at all. Like they are very strong right now.
We have not taken previous day's high just yet, I believe, right? Is that correct on NQ at least?
On NQ we have, on ES we have not. NQ, we're right above yesterday's high.
Got you. Okay.
It's starting to form like a pretty decent gap up right now.
Yeah, and we I think we do have news today, but it's 2:00, right? Do we have FOMC today?
FOMC is usually Wednesday.
Oh yeah, it's on a Wednesday, so it's probably. Oh, you know what? I'm just mixing up my days. Yeah, today's only Tuesday. We have FOMC tomorrow, though. I believe. Federal funds rate, FOMC statement, 2 p.m. Wednesday. It's usually the last Wednesday of the month, right?
I think so. Yeah, FOMC tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, we got a big day tomorrow for sure. That's probably going to gear up in the PM session. So yeah, I don't know. Do you think we just grind higher today and just go into more all-time highs, or do you think we can mean revert, get ready for the FOMC statement? What do you think is like more likely? You think we just keep ripping up from here?
Yeah, I think we probably rip up into the FOMC, and then we either have a pullback or something crazy happens on FOMC, or we head higher. We keep going up. So
I guess it's really going to depend on the data release and what they say.
Yeah, I do think actually the morning of the FOMC is usually pretty sideways, not a lot of volatility, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens today. I have no idea what's going to happen today.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a tough spot for me. I feel like you need to pull back too, right? You can't just long right here.
I wouldn't long here unless I had a very clear level. I think I do have some levels.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you have any key levels that you think are going to be useful today, intraday?
Yes. Let me go to it real quick. My stream here. Let me put this up here. All right. There we go. Okay. So what I'm looking at.
People in the chat are long already. Just wanted to shout them out. Shavam's long. So all right, we'll keep us posted on your trade. Sorry, John. Continue.
Yeah, no worries. So one thing that I'm looking at, this is from, yeah, this was from the end of the session yesterday. So like I was mentioning yesterday about the line in the sand, it was like down here for ES. So now the line in the sand for me is this right here,
Okay.
right? Because if we break this, we're getting back and we're getting through all this price here. There's not a lot of volume traded here. So if we get through this little piece, then I think we head down here. So you can see like how this acted as resistance many times in the overnight session.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and these were some nice moves. This was a little move, but you can see how this acted as resistance right here. So now we broke above it with kind of conviction. So if we back test here, like this is a pretty decent long play to do this. So if it happens during the stream that we get down here, I might take an entry. Yeah, just because I wouldn't fight the buyers, and it could be that that's the time that sellers just kick into overdrive. But to me, this is still a good play.
Yeah, no, I think that's valid. We don't have any like 8:30 a.m. news either, so you don't have to worry about any like crazy news reaction that can wick you through, So I think that's valid. Do you like to set alerts at your areas of interest, or is it just like you're just watching the chart?
No, I do set alerts quite often. That's a great point. So what I would do here, like let's say I'm working during the day and I see a very clear level, I'll just go here into trading view. Add the plus symbol right above. Oops, let me see. I don't know why the alert's not working here, but yeah, I usually add an alert.
That's weird. Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing though.
Let me see, where's the alert?
You know what I do? You could go to in your toolbar on the right. The little clock is an alert button. More to your right, or you could do it there too. Maybe will that work?
I just refreshed trading view.
Yeah. So if you hit the alert, that's when you start getting interested and really taking it seriously.
Yeah, for sure. So if the alert hits, then I'll switch over to this chart and try to look for a good entry. Then on NQ, so same thing with NQ, but you can see how more volatile NQ is. Like this is the line in the sand for me from yesterday, and we just we respected it a lot, but you can see NQ is a little more erratic, and we got down, rejected, popped back up, oscillated around it, rejected. Here we go. Yeah, rejected, pop back in, sideways, pop back out. And here is when we finally held it. And now we're going up. So NQ is a little more erratic, but it still respects these levels. You just this is why I think NQ is good for scalping, because you can just get quick little moves.
You could scalp that range all day with that zone that you have marked out.
Yeah, exactly. You could get small plays like a lot with NQ, and get some good scalps in there.
100%. I want to know. I know Shivam said Shivam is in a long. I think Tarak says he is in a long on NQ 25979. So you guys have a pretty decent entry there. Anyone else? Like, are you guys in a trade, or are you bullish or bearish? Let us know in the chat. Like, I want to get a consensus on the bias. There we go. We just hit 26,015. I had an alert there because I just wanted to see what happens when we get near the previous day's high on NQ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, so the other thing I do now that we have more price action up here is I check on the hourly levels. Just to see if any ranges kind of shape up. So to me, this is decent. Like this is fairly sideways right here. So if we revisit this area, then I think buyers will be interested as well.
Now, what about the gap right below though? So once we get that close to the gap, do you feel like there's, an indication that we might want to come down and fill some of the gap?
I'd be really careful. Like, let's say we did get into the gap, I wouldn't I mean, unless seller smashed it, like if it was an all-out like dump, like where it's
Yeah.
just slicing through. But if we did something like this, where we got into the gap, or we were just like this, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it at all. 'Cause it could just pop
Yeah.
back up. But if we were to get into the gap, I'd just want to see a straight drop.
Can you pull a fixed range over the gap? Does that do anything, or is there just no volume in that space? Is that like the anatomy of the gap, that there's literally no volume right there?
Yeah, that's a good question. There is no volume here. There's nothing in the gap. So I don't know how that occurs.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the market makers just raise the price or something. I have no idea how that works.
Yeah, I really need to look into the anatomy of like how and why the gap works. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like I understand it a little bit more with stocks, right? Because with stocks, I mean, markets open 9 to 5, 9:30 to 5, right? But people can like pre-order stocks. Like on Robinhood, you could buy Tesla shares at like 7 p.m. Eastern, and they'll just, they have your order in, and it goes right to the market at the open. So I could see like maybe the market gapping in that sense if a lot of people bought overnight. But yeah, I don't understand it with futures. I got to look into that.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. Because who would buy so much higher without prior price history?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's weird.
So there's something there.
Sam the Trader has another good question about volume profile. I think this is for you, John. Does the volume pick up on limit orders? I think that's more of like looking through bookmap, because bookmap you can see real-time volume, and you can see the orders that are stacked like on the bid. With the volume profile, we're looking at past volume, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's not, it's past volume. It's not using the order book or anything like that. So the question was if there's more volume at limit orders.
Yeah, like I guess, like if there's a bunch of limit orders stacked at a certain level, I guess will the volume profile pick up on that?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So what I'm assuming is occurring, and why there's actually why you get a lot of good plays at the volume profile is because people are looking at these levels and understanding that this is where most of the volume was traded. So traders are probably putting in limit orders at these value area lows, value area highs, and really strong levels, value area levels. There's probably quite a few limit orders there because traders know that's where it's more likely that we either bounce or reject. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's quite a few limit orders in those areas.
Yeah, that was a good question though, for sure. Any other volume profile questions, guys? Feel free to ask us in the chat. By the way, let's remember, guys, we are also going to give away some giveaways. Run some giveaways today. And, let's get our like counter up. So if you're watching the stream, go ahead, just maybe throw us a like. It means everything to us, helps the algorithm. But if you want, John, I can get up my charts now too and kind of show you what I'm seeing. It's not very different from yesterday. These days we just made a new all-time high, by the way, guys, in the pre-market. So NQ just took out this high. We're at 26,000, and it's crazy that, I mean, ES is almost at 7,000.
Yeah, that's wild.
It really is wild, man. I remember I was trading ES at like 3,000 not too long ago. It's just crazy. But yeah, I think, do you think we could hit 7,000 before we get a deep sell-off or a pullback?
It's interesting. I do think so the market loves whole numbers. So maybe 7,000 is what we're going for. And then at 7,000, we'll get like a little bit of a pullback.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Yeah.
I'm going to mark that. So we got the 7,000 psych level on ES. I think that's going to be a big deal. Like if the market reaches that, that's going to be a huge deal. But okay, so obviously on the daily chart, this is the problem with me, guys. When we're making new all-time highs, the only thing I could do is look below us for levels. I can't look above and look for things that are going to come into play. So we have some fair value gaps. So we want to mark out those. Also, guys, if you are new to fair value gaps, you can use this indicator, FVG by Nephew Sam. It's totally free on TradingView. And you'll be able to use that. My indicator's not showing up, though, here on the chart. That's weird. I'll look into that. But okay, so we got some daily fair value gaps in here. Right here, it's just like such a confusing gap because you have the new week opening gap that also aligns with Friday. So it's a really interesting level. But I do think we pull back into here at some point, and this is going to be like my deep line in the sand for the higher time frame. As far as the volume profile goes for me, I feel like my trading view is a little bit weird. My like indicators aren't showing up. You see that?
Yeah, maybe there's a lot of traders in the market right now.
That's weird. Yeah, you know what? Let me refresh this. John, maybe you stick to your charts. I'm going to try and fix this quick.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let us know if you're seeing anything else. This is weird.
Sounds good. I usually do Command R to refresh trading view.
Let me try that.
I mean, we're at all-time highs, so maybe there's a lot of traders using the app.
We're good. I'm back. Here, let me get it back up. I was like gonna do my analysis, and I already had a bunch of levels marked, and I was like, where are my levels? What's going on? Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. All right, so yeah, volume profile. This is what I got. I got the value area high on the NQ coming in at 25,932. I got previous days POC, and then we got previous days low, and obviously we just ran and gapped up. I do think that like this is the problem. I got caught up trying to short yesterday. It didn't work, but I still think I could get a short today. I really do, down towards the previous day's point of control. I think this time though, like today, my game plan is going to be a lot more patient about it. So I want to see where the midnight open is as well. So we have the midnight open down here. I think a good rule for me could be to try to wait for any shorts until we break below the midnight open. And then I think then if we get some strong structure, I could really frame out a setup. But right now, I really just have to, I don't know, man. This is just a tough price action for me because I really don't got much. You know, if we pull back, I still have to be patient on looking for a short. And if we just go higher, I just don't have a target, you know. Yeah, all I'm really looking at are my key levels. Previous day's point of control right here, value area high. I noticed that this is interesting on the days where we just missed the value area high. You know, again, these higher volume levels can act as magnets. So do you think it would be realistic, John, for us to even just trade it down to like engage the value area high before a push up, like to give us a retracement, maybe stop out some early longs that have been long overnight and in the pre-market, and then keep running? Like, is that a trade you would take?
Yeah, it's all possible. But I wait to get more information. So like I'll tell you my sentiment, but the charts will tell me like what's happening. Like my sentiment is the market is at all-time highs. More people are interested in buying than selling right now. Like, so unless something drastic happens to change my mind. So this is what Dan would say. He would say the burden is on the bears. The burden is on the bears.
He does say that. Yeah.
So that means the bears have to prove it before buyers are like, okay, bears, where are you? Like, to me, I'm like, okay, bears, they're nowhere in sight. Like, I'm not even looking for them. I'm like, because they're not on my radar. Like, the sellers are not on my radar right now, because it's just buy, right? Unless I get new information, I need new information to tell me that there's sellers in the market. And I know what that would look like, what the first step would look like. And to me, the first step is getting through that line in the sand that I drew out from yesterday. If we get through that little bit of balance, then I might be like, okay, maybe there's some sellers, but even then I would not trust them.
Dude, so no, that's really well said.
Yeah.
I remember him saying that the burden is on the Bears or the burden is on the Bulls. Montana agrees. That's a good saying in the chat. They're saying,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
So
that's true, man.
I need to see a lot of volume to the downside. Like that's what I would need to see to have confidence in the Bears. Like a big drop with a lot of selling behind it. Otherwise, to me, it's like, all right, sellers might try a little bit, but buyers are itching to get into the market. Everyone's wants to get in. Like we're at all-time highs. Everyone's thinking the market's going to keep going, and it will stop. It will stop, but it can go higher than you think.
Yeah.
So that's my sentiment for right now.
Chad agrees with you, man. Chad highly agrees with you on that. Makes sense, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, while the market is a little bit quiet, guys, you know what I was thinking, John? I want to get some funded next accounts, some funded next futures. So I was thinking, like, I want to use prop firm match, and I want to choose which accounts I want to get. I want to get the one without the activation fee, I believe. So maybe I could do that real quick on stream, and then we could trade those because I want to set myself up with some of those.
Mm-hmm.
If you could maybe just you could help me like navigate real quick. So I want to get funded next futures. So right now they have 25% off. So I'm going to use that code for sure. I want to do the one step, and I think I want to do the 50Ks with funded next. I think those are my my favorite one, and I think this is why actually the profit target is lower than the average. Usually a 50K account, the profit target is 3K for the challenge. With them, it's 2,500. So that's one of the reasons I really like that. And I believe you can do like weekly payouts. There's two types of accounts. There's one that has uncapped payouts and another that has capped payouts for the first 30 days. So that's the one thing I want to make sure of. Yeah, so this is the other 50K challenge. This is the one with the 3K profit target. And I'm just comparing the prices here.
Yeah, there's probably more information because you can click on the challenge and then you get a pop. If you click, it gives you a little bit more information.
Yes, rapid. So there's the rapid and the legacy account. So there's no daily drawdown. I think this is the one I want to go with. I can news trade. I can copy trade. They allow EAs. That doesn't matter to me, but good to know. Reset fee. Profit split is 100%, and you can get paid out within 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one. This one, the profit target is the standard 3,000, though. That's the only difference.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried Funded Next?
I haven't not tried them. So yeah, I'm looking at this myself, seeing if it's a
lot of people are loving them right now because they have like uncapped payouts. And I think like there's not even a consistency score with them, which is kind of insane. So that's why people are really liking them. They don't do instant funding, just challenges. But yeah, I know Zamco, we had him on. He was like, I think our second guest on PFM TV. He got like a 100K payout from them. Like dude just destroyed those accounts. So I think I'm going to get these ones. I'm going to take this off the screen when I buy it. I'll buy it on the break, but don't want to show all my information, but I think I'll get these and we can try and trade these accounts on stream because my Lucid accounts and my Tradeify accounts, I just want to be careful with them. So I don't feel like these market conditions are going to be good for me. So I don't want to force a trade on my funded accounts. That's when I go to evaluations. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with those. All right, we are beginning to pull back a little bit here. Did you see is your zone coming into play soon?
We're still pretty far from it, but it could come into play for sure. So I have my alerts. If it comes into play, then I'll take a look. Oh yeah, you brought up my charts. Yep. Yeah. So we can see here. Yeah, we're still. So it's interesting because we could. I mean, I think if ES gets here, I'll be interested in going long on NQ, but also NQ has some a little bit farther than ES to get to that level. So, but I think it's still worth it. Like on ES, once we get down there, still worth taking along. But yeah, we are overbought. But as I mentioned yesterday, we were at like 84, or we got to like 89 overbought yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So, the market can keep ripping. So, yeah.
What's like? It can't go above 100 on the RSI, right? That's not a thing?
No, you can't go above 100. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Not that I'm aware of. No, it's 0 to 100. Yeah.
That would make sense, but I'm like, who knows? You never know. With NQ, if there was ever an instrument that could go above 100, I think it would be NQ.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if these levels come into play. But yeah, funded next. I might dabble with other firms. I'm so used to TopStep, but
TopStep makes it really easy. They make it so easy for you that you feel like you don't need to check anything else out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are good plans out there though. People trying to be competitive. I think Funded Next is definitely one of those firms just trying to stay competitive in the market.
Definitely. Yeah, I think for me it's worth just trying them just to see and trying different firms.
Yeah, a lot of people are liking the 50K accounts, but also the second most popular you would think is the bigger account, but a lot of people like the 25K. And not just people who are trying to be like budget friendly, which those accounts are great for that as well, but people who are trying to trade like 10 of them. They like the 25K as well, and they just really lower the risk. They trade 1 micro, 2 micros, but when you're trading 10 accounts, you can still get a pretty nice payout with smaller accounts. That's a cool thing about trading futures, the amount of accounts that a lot of firms allow you to copy trade.
Yep, for sure. Nice.
Even TopStep, TopStep has capped payouts now. It's $5,000 per account, where it's like, which is still the biggest in the industry, but in terms of uncapped, I mean, yeah, Funded Next, like Zamco, shout out Zamco, able to take out 100K in a single payout. It's just nuts.
Yeah, it's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, I'll use prop firm match to dig into more firms.
Sir.
Shout out to our research team and our entire team. Like, it was actually really busy this morning. Some mornings I get into work and I got lots of messages. So the stream is cutting it a bit into that time, but
sure,
I'll answer everyone after the stream. So, but yeah, our research team does a great job just scouring through all the the firms and getting in contact with firms just to keep prop firm match updated, like to the T, like almost in real time. Whenever a firm changes something or has a new challenge or updates their challenges, our research team is on it right away. So you can be sure that when you go to prop firm match, you're getting like pretty much the most up-to-date information on challenges and the firms we have listed.
Dude, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that makes so much sense that you would need a full team for that, because I mean, how many firms are listed in total?
We have, I think, 56 now, 56 firms.
56, so like
55. Yeah, I think it's 55. Yeah.
55. So to like keep up with 55 firms, like there's going to be changes. There's probably changes every other day on at least a couple.
Yeah, almost on a daily basis, actually. I keep up to date. Like, we have a great support team, a great research team, and one thing I'm like really happy with prop firm match, like, yeah, we have a great research team, support team, great development team. So our development team created like proprietary kind of infrastructure that lets us update all this data quickly. So we have thousands, probably now like 15,000 data points, maybe more, that all have to stay up to date. So I remember when we first built prop firm match, I had my own methods of keeping it up to date, and it was a little bit more manual, I would say. Sure. And it was a lot of data, and I knew once we were able to get more like talented developers, like really good developers, that we could build an infrastructure that was tailored to updating things quickly. So now like our tech is like really great, and yeah, we can keep things updated and yeah, keep prop for match being the #1 source for prop firms, or comparing prop firms.
Bro, I can't even imagine you guys doing it all manually. That must have been like the early days. Was it just like you and maybe one or two other guys just trying to, just get all the work done in one shot?
That's exactly it. We had a spreadsheet. We had a spreadsheet with all the data, and we would update it. And we'd have to upload and download and upload this sheet. So it was. Luckily, our support team is super talented as well. They're very quick, and we were able to keep things updated even in the beginning. But now, like, yeah, we just have more automation, I would say, or more like advanced logic to help us keep updated.
Yeah. Sam the Trader, shout out Sam the Trader. He says PFM is the best in its niche. The effort reflects in the quality of service offered. Yeah, thanks, bro. I definitely agree.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah,
I think Wendy in the chat likes your technical analysis, John. She's saying because Austin Silver's coming on. I don't know. She's got a little joke saying Austin will have you make it a course soon.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Is there ever a John technical analysis course? Or are you too busy for that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the stream 3 times a week, so Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We'll see if I'm able to continue this, because I know the company's pretty busy right now. So, but I'm happy to share my technical analysis during that stream. And yeah, education is something that we're kind of talking about now too on Prop for Match. That's something that we haven't really tapped into as much. I know on our social media and our website, we do have a little bit of education, but it's mostly around like challenges and prop firms. So education could be something in the mix that hopefully we can look into a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could at least. I know that we've been talking about starting up a Discord server, which is in the works, guys. So I think that would be a good place for some education for sure. We could like get a thread in there with some educational videos, and I think that would be a good like home for it.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, if I were to do a course, I have it pretty well mapped out in my head how I would do the course. And so maybe I do. Maybe I'll create like a 10 video course on this strategy. Just try to keep it short and simple, but like really to the point. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Maybe one day, maybe someday.
Yeah.
Sooner than later, possibly.
For sure.
Oh man, so ES just immediately recovered on that little pullback. NQ, same thing, man. Just grind it up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm just gonna be patient. If we get another gap and go, right now we're setting up a gap and go again. So on ES and NQ. On ES, oh, that's because, here we go. Oh yeah, we're gapping up on both. Yeah, gapping up on both. So when I say gap up, what I mean is this is the high of yesterday on ES, and this is the high of yesterday on NQ, so right here. So a gap up just means that we're above yesterday's high.
Yep. And the New York Stock Exchange open, like the option, it would reflect that as well, right? In the gap.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
SPX, yeah.
Yep. So in futures, I call it the overnight session. In stocks, people probably call it the pre-market. So to me, like the overnight session just makes more. I mean, I'm used to it a lot more now. But if you trade stocks, then you're probably thinking in terms of like the pre-market. So. Yeah.
Do you think like assets like gold move just as well these days in the Asia session? I almost don't even want to, like, I wouldn't be able to call it pre-market or even overnight. I feel like it's just as valid of a session these days on certain instruments. Like gold just moves in Asia lately.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't trade gold as much, but I did do some analysis. It was a huge rip up. So if
Yeah,
I were
it's been an interesting move these last few days.
definitely, yeah, if I were to chart gold or do some analysis on gold, I would probably do something like this. Like I would grab this here. And if I had confidence that we're still selling off on gold, which it looks like we are, we're still kind of consolidating. Like to me, this is a decent area. Like, so what I would want to see on gold is maybe something like this.
Yeah. That becomes your line in the sand now for this sell move.
Yeah,
And what
but
about target? Sorry, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, the one thing I would say on this is that gold just had a huge move up. So I would probably still be interested as a buyer to catch the next move. I would be more interested in buying potentially. So maybe like this is, let me go to the hourly. So what I would be looking for, like, actually, let me go to the 4 hour. 4 hour is pretty good. So right here, like, I would grab this little sideways balance.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, rather than going short, I would look for a long, maybe here. Because buyers, I would say, are still interested to get into the market. And you can see where we're bouncing. So, oh, it might, okay, yeah. So right there, you can see, like, that would have been a nice entry. So
yeah, no, absolutely. For like swing buys, possibly like long term, right?
Potentially. Depends how confident you are that we'll head back up and that we'll hold this level. But like, you know, if you just want a few points, I don't know how. Gold is more pips, right? Gold is pips.
I mean, in the futures, you could still call it ticks and points.
Okay.
Like gold is moving right now. I mean, that last leg down on the 5 minute, that was like a 125 point or 1,000, almost like a $1,200 200 tick move. So
this one or
moves a lot of ticks. The move, that one, yeah, the move down.
Got it.
That's like about 1,200 ticks. So I think it makes more sense to talk in points for golds than ticks, maybe.
Got it. Yep.
Moves a lot.
Yeah. So from here, like, depends, like, if you want to hold the trade longer, but from here to here, that's like 35 points, something like that. But if you're confident that we're going to hold this level, maybe we test it one more time. And depends how wide you want your stop to be. But maybe you say, okay, my stop is here, because if we get back in, and I'm not super interested, but like we could pop in, pop out, back test, and then rip, or we could just go from here. But yeah, we'll see.
So that key level is there's a fixed range that you pulled. Yep. On like a 4 hour consolidation. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that looks like a really good range to be pulling a profile from.
Yep, definitely. So when I look at the charts, like that's pretty much what I'm looking at. So this is sideways. I would grab this one right here.
Yeah, well, actually, so what about that one, the one you just circled? Because now we've broken below it. So is that something you would still have marked out? Is that another profile that you could possibly expect like a retracement back towards, and that area hold as resistance instead of the one above?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I probably do like some analysis here because we have this big candle. So I might go down to the hourly time frame just to, yeah, sometimes it's not so straightforward.
For sure.
So like maybe I'll grab this here. Like this isn't bad. Yeah, so yeah, I would use this actually, but I would go to the lower time frame, to the hourly, just to get a better picture of what occurred here. Like to me, it's a little bit, it's not, you see this is more like sideways, has more price action up and down. This was kind of up, down, up like this. So I'd want to zoom in a little bit more just to get more details on what actually happened here. And I'm assuming there's an hourly here, there's an hourly here, and that'll give me some more information on how price reacted to those levels.
Like an hourly range in there.
Yeah.
Like, you could also pull a profile from, or you just want to see the price action from there?
Yeah, so I would go to the 1 hour here. And yeah, so like it's right here. This is that 4-hour level right here. So I'm on the hourly, so the price action there's more price action. So I would grab this here. And this is getting a little bit nuanced, and this doesn't happen often, but sometimes you just need to zoom in to get a little more detail. So I'll grab this and probably grab this right here just to break up that big piece. Okay, so then I would analyze this, and that big block on the 4-hour gives, on the 1 hour it's more detailed. So I'd probably stick to the 1 hour for this price action here. So you can see we respected this value area high. We got
perfect retest right there.
Yeah, we got into here. We couldn't get back in here, and then we just had lower.
Yeah, this is really interesting for me right now, man, because I'm just like when the NQ and the ES are making all-time highs every other day. I used to be able to move to other instruments. Like I used to trade a lot of crude oil. I never did much of gold, but for the last year and a half, I've been strictly NQ, just like specializing in NQ. But right now I'm thinking like maybe I take a look at crude oil again, or maybe I look into gold, because gold is moving very well right now. I mean, just like crazy volatility. So yeah, this is interesting for me, just hearing your insight on another instrument right now.
Yeah, definitely. The volume profile can be applied to any instrument, and it actually probably works better on some instruments than others. On Bitcoin, like I did it on Bitcoin, and it worked really well on Ethereum.
Interesting. See, I have a question about that, because with crypto, there's so many different exchanges, right? So will you just plot volume profiles off of the exchange that you're using to trade crypto?
Yeah,
stick with that, because there's going to be variations, right?
Right. That's definitely a safe bet. So like if you're trading on Binance, use the Binance version. If you're on Coinbase, use Coinbase. But usually they're pretty close. But yeah, definitely trade the asset which pertains to the platform you're using.
Yeah, I think that's why people love using like order flow and volume profiles on the futures market, because it's all from the CME. So like, you're getting the same data as everyone else.
Yeah, for sure.
Roach is asking, he was asking if you were talking about gold for trading or investing. I think trading, but do you think you could use volume profile like in a valuable way for straight up investing, or maybe like longer term swing trading?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It depends on your risk tolerance, and if we're approaching a daily block and you're saying, okay, the market is bullish, if we pull back, for example, and just to kind of finish here on gold, but these are the 4-hour levels, and look how well they're respected. So it's pretty wild. So yeah, if you're a swing trader, like you might say, let me go to the daily here. Yeah, so these are the daily levels. So on NQ, like this is a daily sideways range right here. So you could say, for a swing trade, you could say, I'm going to wait till price gets back here. And once it gets back here, I'm going to go long and set my stop, I don't know, below the POC. If we get below this POC, then I don't want to be in this trade. Or if we go below this value, then I don't want to be in this trade. This is a lot of risk. So I don't know, if you'd want to do that. But, as a swing trader, you could try something like that. Or maybe if you sell half your position here, and then your stop is here, but you're risk free, right? So you buy a certain amount of contracts, you get risk free, and if the market keeps going, then you keep profiting. And if you get stopped out, then you lose nothing.
Yep. Yeah. And like, if you're swing trading, you just have to size appropriately. So, you can use those wider stops. We got another really good question right here. This one is definitely for you, John. How can one eliminate ambiguity while anchoring the volume profile. For you, you already have experience on your side. What would you advise a beginner to focus on in terms of anchoring the volume profile? So, like, they're talking about the nuance of where do you anchor it from. I'm thinking you're going to say something like you try and focus and identify defined ranges, but maybe you have a little more insight into it.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I can go through like on different time frames what I would look for, and then it just takes practice. So practice in this case does make close to perfect or perfect, because I'll show you how to do it, but you'll have to go in and draw these out yourself. And then as you draw them out, you need to see how price reacts to your levels. And if you see that price is reacting really well and do it over and over, that'll start building confidence in that you're finding the right ranges. And that'll give you confidence moving forward to draw out the correct ones as well. So like it's pretty like just looking for sideways price action. Yeah, James Dalton calls it balance because the market is doing two things. It's either balancing or trending, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's different on every time frame, right? We could be trending on the daily, but balancing on the hourly.
It's
right?
fractal.
Exactly. So when I look at the chart, so this is the daily. Again, I'm just looking for sideways, right? Like this is the lowest candle here. So I'll look to the left and I'll grab a candle that's fairly close to this low. So I'll bring out the fixed range volume profile and I might grab this little candle here, right? And the other thing I look at is like the previous trend. So we had this little move up and then we started like this, we got back and we just went a bit sideways. So I'm gonna grab right before or right after this little big push up. So I'll grab this little candle here and maybe up here, right? So it's close to the highs right there, and this is close to the lows. And then I'll just grab the rectangle. And right there. So here we didn't quite get to the value area high, so we just front ran it and we headed higher. But you can do it on any time frame. If I go to the 4 hour, right, here's a nice sideways range. So I'll grab something like this.
You can see that nice reaction at the point of control on that one.
For sure, yep. So
yeah, that's such a good example because you tap that point of control, get back above the value area high, and I love the way that candle wicked down but closed back above the value area high. I feel like that's a bullish signal right there.
Yep, for sure. So this one actually wasn't as easy. Usually they're much easier than this, and this is why I use all time frames to get confluence. So this one, yeah, usually it's a little bit easier to enter. Like I would have wanted to see something like this to then go higher. But again, I'm kind of doing some analysis just on the fly here. But
yeah.
But just to showcase that you can find these ranges on all time frames, and this one would have been good too on the 4 hour, something like this.
Yeah, look at that point of control, break and retest. You can get some shorts off that potentially, but then finally we get back above it.
Yeah, for sure. So this is what I would start with, something like this, and you can see like this is a good play up here actually. Like this is what I would want to see if I'm using the 4 hour. So we popped up above, back tested right here, and then we headed higher.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a matter of like doing it on multiple time frames. So start with the daily, then the 4 hour, then the hourly. Like you can even do 15-minute and 5-minute. And yeah, just start messing with it because you will develop your own style too. Like, after watching the charts, like I've developed my own method of like how I view it. But yeah, that's where I would start. Just finding those ranges, drawing them out, and seeing how price reacts to those levels.
Yeah, that's it's perfectly said. At the end of the day, you just need to you need to practice. You need to see what works for you. So, the way you pull a volume profile might not be exactly the way someone else does, but you guys can both find value in the way that you pull it. So yeah, the best advice I think John is saying is map out defined ranges, because at least that's like a clear thing that you can anchor it from. But you got to experiment. You got to see what makes sense for you, and what you think what kind of reactions you see, and take note of it. That's why I think journaling is really helpful. Like when you're trying, especially if you're trying to learn a new strategy, or you're trying to add like a new component of technical analysis into your system. I think journaling all of that, doing markups and referring back to them is really helpful, just to like build the pattern recognition, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And before I leave, the one thing I will say, like, the strategy is just step one. Um, Once you feel like you have a good handle on that, what I would suggest is like watch the market. Like just start observing how the market moves, and you also want to build your intuition with the markets. I think that's very important because you can have these levels, but if you're not sure like where your bias is, or where we're trying to get to, or what the overall sentiment of the market is, your strategy, like it's not going to be as useful. And also like the intraday levels, like where the open is, like as Zach mentions, the previous day value, the previous day's range, like all this gives you context along with the volume profile to piece it together and to figure out, okay, I have more confidence that the market is going to go in this direction than this direction. And after that, that's when you can use your volume profile levels even better, because you're saying, okay, if we're going to the upside and there's a big block, 4-hour block, and we get back to that 4-hour block, the likelihood of more buyers being there is higher than sellers
Yeah.
stepping in. So that's when you start piecing it together, and it's just kind of like, yeah, like putting all the puzzle pieces together to figure out where the market's trying to get to.
Yep. Yeah. Perfectly said, man. And I didn't even realize it's 9 o'clock. So I guess you got to go get some other work done for PFM. But yeah, great chat today, man. I think you'll be back on Thursday. If I'm
On
correct.
Thursday. Yep, for sure.
Cool.
I felt like I
All right,
took
man.
most of the stream, Zach, so I apologize. Like I feel like I was.
Oh, dude. Oh, this is great. This is what it's all about, man. So I always appreciate you coming on.
Cool. Thanks, Zach. Yep.
All right. Thanks again, brother. Talk to you
Yeah,
soon.
for sure. Thanks, everyone. See you.
Yeah, guys. W's in the chat for John, man. All right. Let's get this going. Get my chart up. Yeah, W John, really good. I love the way he looks at volume profile, because we do it differently. I'm one of the guys who I only use the previous days. I use previous days value area, high, low, and point of control. John, on the other hand, uses higher time frame profiles. He pulls those off of the 4-hour, the daily, the 1 hour, and there's a lot of relevancy there. But yeah, W John, man, look at this, man. Market is just ripping back up. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't like this price action. I think you guys are well aware of that. This ain't my price action. Tarak says I do it differently than both of you. Yeah, there's so many different ways to pull a profile. I believe you, man. Darmesh took a long at the 5-minute fair value gap and exited early, and then it skyrocketed. Damn, man. Why'd you exit early? I'm guessing this 5-minute gap right here, right? I mean, that was a good entry in my opinion. Hopefully you caught a little win. Just like, honestly, that's what this price action is. All you got to do is take an entry, take a buy inside any retest of a fair value gap, 5-minute or above, and you're golden. Like that's what this market is telling us right now. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Right as John left. Nicoletta, what up? Good morning. Nicoletta shorted MNQ and MES, kicked me out too fast. Yeah. Oh my God. Yo, we are actually ripping, guys. This is nuts. First giveaway, we can run it now. We can run a giveaway right now, guys. I'm down. Let me see. Let me see what we got. Yeah, actually, I think it's a good idea. We can run a giveaway right now. How many likes do we have on the stream, too? Where are we at? So we got 29, but we got 42 people watching. Can we hit 40 likes and then we'll run the giveaway? Yeah, good morning, though, Nicoletta. Well, don't worry. There'll be more trades. We'll see what happens today. I think Jahan is pumping using his billions. Maybe, man. Shavam is asking, do we observe how you guys are doing, like in the giveaway account? You mean if you won? No. If you want a giveaway account, I mean, it's just like any other account. We don't have any access to that. We're not watching. No, not at all. Yeah, make it 30 likes. Just hit it. All right, let's see. Yeah, we can run this giveaway, guys. I'm down. Oh, we just hit 40. We're at 39. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Let's run it. All right, let's do this. To get the giveaway started, I want you guys to type in the chat. We'll give away top 1 futures. We'll start out with TOF. Type in TOF into the chat. I will take a quick break, and as soon as we get back, we will go ahead and announce the winners. We'll give away 2 accounts to start off the stream. So go ahead, get your entries in, and I will be back in a couple of minutes, and we will announce the winners. So be right back, guys. Stay tuned. All right, what's good, chat? We're back. We are back. Let's do this. Let's run this giveaway. What I want you guys to do, just so I make sure I don't miss anyone, just go ahead and give me, go ahead and put your entry in just one more time. All right, just so we don't miss anyone. If you already entered, it's okay. It won't be a double entry. Just so I don't miss anyone, go ahead, run your entry one more time at least. And you have until, we'll do like 30 to 40 seconds to get your entry in. Last one. Yeah, I think I'm going to trade some evals. We'll try and get some funded next futures accounts passed maybe because, I don't know, man. This just, I mean, I took 2 red days in a row on my funded accounts, you know? It's never fun. You know, that's not the most fun thing. So I think I gotta, you gotta know when to just like chill and be risk off. And I think this week so far, the way this market's moving, I gotta be a little bit risk off. We'll see though, we'll see. All right, that'll do it for the entries. And yeah, let's give away 2 top 1 futures accounts. All right, we'll get these in. All right, cool. We got quite a few entries. We'll put these in. All right, who's ready? We ready? Zombie race, Shivam? I'll look into the zombie race. We'll do that next. All right, chat, we ready? On 3. Varun, I definitely got you in here. Listen, if you guys missed it, you missed it. I'll throw you in here, Varun, but I'm not doing this for anyone else, all right? If you miss it, you miss it. All right, there we go. Let's go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, KRN. KRN. Let's go. You're the winner. Just let us know that you're in the chat. Okay. So I'm going to save your name though. Just make sure you let us know you're in the chat and I will show you guys how to claim your giveaway. All right. KRN. Congrats. Congrats. So what you're going to do to claim your account, my friend, is you are going to go to Prop Firm Match Support on X, right? So that will be right here. Just copy and paste that. And then what you're going to do, DM them with a screenshot with a timestamp, and you'll be good to go. You are welcome. You are welcome. Remember, guys, if your name gets pulled, if you win the giveaway, but your country happens to be restricted in top 1 futures, there's nothing we can do. We can't give you a different account. We can't like exchange it for loyalty points. So always remember that, okay? If your country's restricted, you're not going to be able to claim the account. But congratulations. Should we run one more real quick, guys? What do you think? I said I'll give away 2 to start off the stream. Give away one more. You're right, Dharmesh. I missed the drum roll. I'll run a drum roll real quick. All right, let's do it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Ooh. Rocha. Rocha, you're the winner of the Top 1 Futures Elite Challenge 25K. Remember, guys, the one other thing, if you already won an account this week, you can't win anymore. So everyone is entitled to win 1 account per week. Can't go above that. But all right, congrats, Rocha. I've seen you in the chat, so I know you're in here. Remember, bro, just to claim, all you got to do is DM prop firm match support, and you are good to go. But all right, that's how we'll start it off. I want to get back to the charts because this market is interesting right now. I got like 6 more accounts to give away throughout the stream, guys. So don't worry, we're going to run a few more giveaways throughout the day. So stay tuned. And we got Austin coming on. We got Austin, ASFX coming on in like 10 minutes. Let's go. Who's hyped for ASFX? Who here knows Austin or knows me from ASFX? And who's hyped for it? I'm hyped for this one. Zach, I won account 2 weeks ago. What do I do? You mentioned they will message me on X. Bro, DM prop firm match support, Fawn. Okay, so DM them and we'll get you situated. Prop firm match support on X. Let's go. All right, yeah, we got Abby in the chat, Josh, Dino, over from ASFX. Shivam likes my tattoos. Thank you. Nitin, we're not doing one more, and do not, I'm telling you right now, bro, do not spam the chat for another giveaway. I will give away 6 more accounts today. Just no spam in the chat. I'm drawing the line quickly here. Josh says, yeah, ASFX is where you taught me what I know today. That's awesome, man. Yeah, and I love seeing you succeed, bro. Like, I see you in the chat every day, and like, you look at things the way I look at it. It's really, really awesome to see that. Zach looking a bit girly. All right, Free Movie Junction is never going to win a giveaway ever again. If I see your name in the giveaway, you're booted, bro. I'm just kidding. Let's do charty charts. Yep, we on the charts. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so I just want to see this thing sell off, guys. That's it. I want to see the market tank. But what am I going to do? I can't force it. It'll be interesting to see what Austin thinks. It was a compliment. All right, I'll take it as a compliment. I'll trust your word. But yeah, for real, you know what? I already know what Austin's going to say, man. Because I'm going to have to tell Austin that I've been red the last 2 days, right? And he's gonna give me shit for it. I already know it. Because Austin's a big proponent of, like, if you're trading US indexes and the market's making all-time highs, why the hell are you shorting the market? I already know what he's going to say. But it'll be fun. Looks like we're never going to sell off. It's crazy, bro. I know, dude. Like, it is nuts. It's been a really good bull run right now. At least our investments are doing well, right? I hope you guys are invested in the S&P. Like, at least that's doing good. He's going to be on your nuts about VWAP too. Absolutely. He made money twice yesterday. I believe it. Yeah, I think I saw that in the BSC chat. I mean, this is Austin's market. Austin can like rip this market a new one. This is where he can make his money. So, yeah, it'll be cool to see what he thinks is going to happen. Price action has been bullish. Why fight it? I know, Josh. But the thing is, bro, you know how I trade. Like, I like to look for retracements to the midnight open. You know, yesterday, the case to look for a short to the midnight open was a totally valid trade idea, and I don't regret taking the short, even though it ended in a loss. Like, I really don't regret it, because I know that over a long span, over 1,000 trades, the trade that I took yesterday will make me money in the long run. All right, because it works really well. So, yeah, just can't win them all. Looks like a short opportunity to me. I mean, yeah, that's what everyone's hoping for, but it's tough, man, because this market just keeps grinding higher. I wanted to count 24th of October. I've not received it. I mean, bro, if they said wait 3 to 5 days and you're on day 4, you got at least one more day. So don't worry. PFM support is great. They got you covered, especially if they messaged you. Like, you got the process rolling. So no worries, bro. Benjamin says 21 minutes. Yep, 21 minutes till the open. Let me go ahead and make sure I get Austin situated so he can get in here and say what up. Do you guys want to see anyone else from ASFX TV on as well? Like, we can get James Bruce on. Evan Dyer, Randy Baines. I'm going to get all of them at some point. We figured we'd start with Austin, you know? All right, so market's retesting into that fair value gap. Are we just going to go and make another new high? Probably, bro. John Cena. What about John Cena? Okay, San is in another short. Listen, bro. Thing about the shorts, here's the one silver lining to taking losses trying to short this market. When you get the short, if you're using tight stops, you'll probably get a really high risk reward trade, and it should be able to erase most of the losses or all of them and end in a profit. Because I'm telling you, when this sell-off comes, it's going to be aggressive. We have built up a lot of low resistance liquidity to the downside. Like, we got all of this low resistance liquidity. We got previous day's point of control below us. We have this gap. Guys, we always end up filling new week opening gaps. Like, virtually, this will get filled at some point. So when this sell-off does occur, it's going to be violent. And if you are one of those people who's like trying to catch the top, as long as you are managing risk and not blowing your account and over leveraging, like, and you're sizing appropriately so you can take all those attempts, it should pay off. But, you know, it's also like, why do you want to do it? Like Josh said, you don't need to fight bullish price action on US indexes. So Josh says, get them all. Yeah, I'm going to get them all on for sure. I've been talking to James, so maybe James next, then Evan. We'll see. Also, Randy wants to come on. So all of the ASFX dudes are fire. Hard to choose just one. Definitely, man. Yeah. I mean, they're my homies, you know, they're like my good friends in the space. You know, I've hung out with Austin in real life. Stayed at his home. Really good dude. Good friend of mine. Everyone on ASFX. It's like a family over there, you know? Which is what you need. Like, that's what is so great about Prop Firm Match TV is we're running this stream. We're building a community. There's going to be a Discord up soon. Like, people need a crew. You need a crew in trading. It's so important. Friday, we got Chris Hunter. That might be fire. Yeah, that'll be a good one. And also tomorrow, we have Tanner Owings, the strong trader. That dude is sick. All right. And he takes big payouts too. He's been killing the market lately. So that one's going to be nice. Yeah, we got a bunch of good guests coming, man. It just keeps getting better. I already know Austin's gonna make fun of me that I shorted this yesterday. Yeah, Benjamin, that's a really good. I think that makes sense. The gap gets filled during FOMC. Do I meditate? Not much, man, if I'm being honest. You know, I can lie to you and say I do all that stuff. I don't do any meditation. Oh, okay. We got Austin in the chat. Let's lower this music a touch. Yo, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning, man. How's it going? How's it going today?
It's good. I'm up on my 5 instant fundeds this morning. I had a long, bro, on ES at 69.11.50. I closed it at 69.15. I took 4 points, and now we're at 25. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. But I like your thesis on maybe closing the gap on FOMC. You know what's interesting? I was, you know me, bro, I'll go down a rabbit hole. So I'm down this Twitter rabbit hole last night about this gap up that we started this week with. And it was talking about how, like, people will see that gap up and just start thinking short. But that gap up can go much higher. And There was a story I wanted to tell you. I was talking about it this morning with Evan to tie into that. Like, in 1996 or 97, the Fed chair was Ben Bernanke. And he said that there's irrational exuberance in financial markets. That was 4 years before the dot-com bubble burst. So everyone saw it as a bubble, and still it went 4 years higher. The smartest economist was 4 years early, in theory,
Yeah.
right? If we assume.
Yeah.
So we may all see this AI, like the news this morning on this Microsoft and OpenAI, 135 billion. We may be like, that's crazy. 135 billion might not be crazy. 500 billion might be 3 trillion should be crazy. So like this can go much higher. So I'm trying to fight this bias of like the gap up and all that news making me want to be short, but knowing it can still go higher. So that's why I was long this morning. You know what I mean? I'm not going to try to fight it. So,
dude, great analysis, man.
Is that a
yeah,
crazy story? It's a true story.
I was listening. I forgot what podcast it was, but I was listening to a technical analyst back who worked for like the Clinton era during the .com bubble, and he said the exact same thing. So like they identified a bubble, but the thing about the bubble is it doesn't mean it's going to pop tomorrow. Like you can correctly identify it, but you still cannot time it. And a bubble, it means it's a euphoric market. People are just going to keep buying and keep buying. So yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense, dude.
And
like,
then what do you want to do, bro? Do you want to just be trying to like call every top and be wrong for potentially a prolonged period of time, or just try your best to take advantage of this market, learn from it if it's your first time going through something like this, then be ready for the downside, but stop trying to like forecast it. Take advantage of the longs, try to as much as you can, because in hindsight, you'll regret it. You'll look back and be like, damn, market went up 30% in 6 months. What are we up from the Trump liberation? We're up 30% or something. And that was in April. So it's like, damn, all right, that was a move. And maybe I didn't take it enough out of that. What can I learn from that? That's what I'm always trying to think about, is learning from the different environments. So the next time I'm super prepared, you know? And I think the first one was 2018 when the market made new all-time highs. I think it was in March of 2018. I remember thinking to myself, old Austin would try to be bearish here, but let's just flip that. Let's just let go of that. Let this thing go to all-time highs and keep going. And it did. It just kept going. And I was like, God, this is trend trading. This is what it means to take advantage of that type of an environment, you know? So I'm trying to do that now, you know, because we're in it right now, bro. Where are we stopping the train? No idea. I was looking at it this morning, maybe 7,000 on ES, but like, why?
We were calling out 7,000. We're like, nice, strong psychological number. We're pretty close relatively. Like, I think 7,000 is a pretty good target, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. So what are you looking at this morning? What are you thinking? Are you looking at NQ more, ES? What are you trading this morning? What do you
know, I was just talking about this, and we were talking about you because like, it's great that you can identify that when you're actually in it. Like that's, I think after your experience of trading, you've been trading what, 10 years now?
This will be 10. This is 10.
10 years. I mean, dude, major accomplishment right there alone, just to survive being a trader for 10 years and still have hair.
And have my hair. I'm not bald like James.
Exactly. And James only been trading 4 years. He lost it on year 2.
Yeah, it's true.
But for real. No, that's a major accomplishment, but I think being able to, you know, have that experience, you can now recognize exactly what you just described in real time, where a lot of people, they recognize it in hindsight, you know?
Right. And you go through that, right? So that's then if you're one of those people who does recognize it in hindsight, how much are you going to actually learn from it? Are you doing enough chart study? Are you just living through it, reading shit on Twitter? Like how invested are you in actually learning about the market and seeing the patterns so you're more prepared? I think some people are definitely more prepared than others. I feel like I'm not that high IQ. I try to just do a lot of harder work, like in the gym mentally, right? So like I've done so many chart markups, like I feel like I know the patterns really well. So to me, I feel like that's where experience shows, is like pattern recognition, knowing this scenario, not just on the chart, but fundamentally too, like the whole picture, right? Days of the week, news, everything, putting it all together. I know where we're at right now. I know how to take advantage of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were saying like this is a good market. Like you're really good at trading these markets too. You know how to follow trends.
Well.
Yeah.
When it dumps, I'm gonna have to challenge myself. When it dumps hard, because like, dude, that daily gap, there's a pattern. I don't know it really well because I'm not a technical pattern with candles, but there's a pattern about this gap up that it did. And like it'll gap up again. There could be another one. And then when it sucks lower, it just destroys those gaps. And it could be FOMC that causes that. Those days I like walk away. And I was just saying to Evan this morning, I'm like, I got to challenge myself. Let's not do that. When it starts to dump, get a little short, get a little something on, be willing to lose, right? To learn something. So you don't have to hit it with full size, right? So that's where I'm trying to get better, is like on those nasty sell-off days when you see the big traders like you, and I think of like Lucci trading options, crushing it on the shorts certain days, right? Like 6-figure days. You got to be able to take advantage of that too. You can't just be one-sided if you want to be a really well-rounded trader, you know?
Yeah, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. I think where I'm at with it is, obviously I want to short this market. You know me, dude. I want to short it. I came yesterday. I tried a couple of shorts. It doesn't work. But the thing where I'm at now in my career is I can stop. Like I just go, this ain't for me. It ain't my market right now. So, I mean, we'll see, man. I think a sell-off has to come soon, but like we can't anticipate that. We have to follow price. So
what's really tricky is like, how do you determine, are we in a sell-off or are we in a pullback? Am I supposed to buy this pullback or are we going to hell? And I think the thing that I'm trying to find is like the big slide days usually have a catalyst. That's why I'm on Twitter. That's why I'm on Financial Juice. You got to follow it and be like, okay, this might be happening. I remember another story. I was on Top Step. We love the stories, right, chat? I was on Top Step TV with Patak, actually, trading the
I remember this, dude. I remember.
You know where I'm talking about? The Asian trade. China and Taiwan are like about to go at it. And I was short at VWAP and it's just sucking lower. I'm not even adding to the position. I'm just sitting in like 2 minis. Boom, 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 on like 150K XFA. And Patak keeps trying to buy it and catch the bottom. And it's just smoking it. So it had this catalyst and it dumped. It ends up bidding it back and it ends up coming right back a few days later because it's not the end of the world. But those opportunities happen very quickly, you know, and they have a catalyst. So we got to just be watching the news. What are we doing here in chat? Are we doing a giveaway, Zach, with the TOF?
No. Everyone's saying TOF. I actually just gave away a TOF account. People want more.
People are loving those Ignite accounts. I got 6 of them. The Ignite accounts are sick.
Yeah, how are you liking them? Like, what's your experience with the Ignite accounts right now? Because I know you're trading them.
Yeah, I'm trading them, and I made a bunch of videos about them because I was talking about them on stream. The thing with the consistency score is, I think for a new trader, it's actually an advantage, only because you have Project X and now Tradeovate, where you can put in risk side, like risk tools, to have a max loss and a max profit. All your job then is to hit the max profit without hitting the max loss. You have your guardrails, so to speak. You can't blow yourself out if you keep the max loss reasonable. So I think if you use the tools, because the accounts are so cheap, they're great for new traders. The payout cap is the con, clearly, because you can only take, I think, $1,000 per 50K account. So if you're copy trading 6, it's a 6K. Still 6K, yeah. But if I'm copy trading 5 50K instant fundeds, it's 12K. You see what I'm saying? So it's double the payout. So pros and cons, I'm paying more for these instant fundeds, but the Ignites, like I said, I think win in the cheap category. So they're really good for like first time prop trader, like my barber. I always talk about Austin, my barber. He's coming over tomorrow. He was like, what do I do? He watches the streams. He's like, but how do I start? I'm like, buy a challenge account. But I hate giving that advice, bro, because people are like, challenge, activation fee, what the fuck? Now it's like, nah, buy an Ignite account. It's cheap. It's got no activation fee. It's got no challenge. You just trade it like it's your own money with these guardrails and work your way to a payout. Or don't lose, but lose in a correct way where you're not blowing it out in a day, and then learn from that, you know? So I think they're good. I mean, the sales seem to be rocking. So like, it seems like they're good.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, because usually I'm the same way. Like I tell people, if you're brand new, just get a challenge, buy a 50K, $50 challenge, and start there. But with the Ignite accounts, I mean, they really are. So you think the Ignite accounts are ideal for beginner traders because of the guardrails? They kind of force you to learn risk management and really pay attention to these kinds of things.
Exactly. Throw me on screen real quick if you can. I got
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you look at this is my calendar for the Ignite accounts. So I have 6 of them. And I think why these accounts work really well too is because they're not on that ESS score. I didn't like the ESS score.
I don't like the ESS.
No.
Same here.
And the difference, just for everybody to think about it, ESS score, which Top One was like one of the first firms to really try that, it took into account your good days and your bad days. The consistency score, which is what every firm uses, and that's what these accounts are on now, that consistency score only really cares about your winning days. It has a cap on your winning days. That's how you should think of it, right? So with these 50K Ignite accounts, you can see what I'm trying to make here. 366 was basically max profit. The first day I traded it, one trade made 120 bucks, but across 6, it's like $700-800 bucks total. It's not bad. One trade, 700 bucks. So
beauty of copy trading right there.
Beauty of copy trading, exactly. So you stack them, really, everybody, but you use these risk tools. Like I said, I'll risk 750 a day and have a max lockout at 375. This is like the negative risk reward thing. Real traders would look at this and be like, what is this guy doing? I get what you're saying. This is what works for me. I need 2 tries sometimes to get my money, get back to break even, do what I need to do. And I win enough days that I'm willing to lose basically 2 winning days on any given day, because I'm not going to often lose back-to-back max daily loss days. That's just not happening for me. You know what I'm saying?
By probability, like
probability.
Where you're at. Yeah.
Exactly. So I like them, bro. I mean, I really do. And look, I'm doing the here's my stats for the instant funded. You see it's a little bit different, right? Like you'll see the P&L swings a little bit more, a little bit different, because I'm not stacking as well here so far on these accounts, but still same concept where you're using these risk tools. I have the personal daily profit target based on the consistency score, you know, and the cool thing
more aggressively with the
yeah.
instant funded. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, of course. But I'm willing to lose them, everybody. It's this prop firm game is all based on what are you willing to lose? You know what I'm saying? And because I'm willing to buy accounts, because I'm aiming for a 12K payout. I'll buy sets of 5, 2 or 3 times a month if I have to take the 12K payout and still be profitable. So it just depends on what are you willing to lose, right? But last thing I'll say about the Ignite accounts, bro, the profit target being lower is not being talked about enough. It's only 2,500 instead of the 3,000.
Instead of 3.
Yes, I told them
that actually makes a major difference.
Yes, it's a huge difference. The prop firm game is all about profit targets. This is a lower profit target on these accounts now. So they're cheaper. There's no activation fee. There's no challenge. There's a lower profit target. What are you giving up? What's the give? Well, your payout cap is a little low. That's all. So
chat. How many times have you guys been within $500 from a payout and you blow the account trying to get that last 500? It just makes it the probabilities of you getting to that payout are now easier. That's it. Yep,
exactly. So if you do use them, everybody, there's a discount code I see on screen. Grab them. Top One Futures is only offering these accounts we're talking about for a week. So like, I think they're really trying to see what does it look like copy trading these accounts with this consistency score. If it looks good and it's sustainable, because they're always about trying to stay in business and still provide us with a good product. It's a very fine line. If the numbers look good, I could see them bringing this back, but probably not till the new year, to be honest, because I'm sure they already have Black Friday planned and Christmas planned, so it probably doesn't come back. So I would grab them while you can, and they're cheap.
They came with the ESS score first, right? And now they're trying it with the consistency, which I'm assuming they're so much more popular with that.
Yep.
Yeah. Very interesting, man. I think what I love about Top One is that they try new things. They're experimenting and trying to be competitive in that way. But dude, so we're getting a little pullback. Like you're up a couple hundred. So are you done? Like, are you?
No, I want to push this, bro. I honestly, this is where I am a little aggressive. Like you asked if I trade these aggressive. I was down on this account 509 yesterday, and I'm copy trading 5 of these. I'm up 328 today. I'd like to go to 600 or get to my max profit today to get green on the week and kind of erase yesterday. So I'll be willing to risk the 300 or so, go back to break even, which is still it's fine. Or I can go risk 300, probably make another 150, 200 bucks and be done with this for the day. Then I'll move to the Ignite accounts. And that's the plan.
Risk sync. You move over from a different set of accounts to kind of spread out your risk.
Exactly. And then I'm looking at bookmap always too, and I was this morning when I was reviewing the course, bro, you made a good reference to bookmap about how like you can use bookmap to complement the liquidity concepts, but you don't need it. I thought that was really smart. Yeah, I think like if you look at this right now, bro, 6,900, which is 17 points below on ES, has 157 contracts. There is no other block that big. There is 150 contracts up at 6,930, which would be new highs, but the biggest rate at this moment is down at 6,900, 17 points lower.
So I think the chat will find this interesting because bookmap is still very new to a lot of people. How do you use it? So when you're talking about those orders, are you using it as
screen? You can see
it. Yeah, share your screen, please.
This is how I look at it.
Using it as like a draw on liquidity, a target. Here you go.
Yeah, so perfect. Yeah, so I'm using it as a magnet. So I think you would call that a draw on liquidity, right? When you like see it, and it's like a level that might get heavy and might get. So I'm looking at that and I'm saying like, okay, how far is that? Well, it's 18 points. Are we going to move 18 points right now? Maybe we could, right? But I'm thinking that's a good little distance. I'm looking at the CVD a little bit too, because that's only 500. That's not a high number for CVD. That tells me this could go red. It could get bearish. So then I'm also looking above and saying, well, then what could pull us above? 28, 30, 35. That looks interesting, which is all new highs. So then I start thinking, are we going to just flip right now and make new highs? Or do we have the potential to at least go to this heat block here at 12 and then maybe down to the heat block at 09, 6900. You see what I'm saying? So like, what's more likely to you right now? That we flip and go fill these orders for new highs, or that we pull back a little lower and maybe take the 6900 again, take these overnight lows? I would say it looks like it wants to take those overnight lows, you know, and the fact that it has the 160 now, it's way heavier. I'm just reading that number of how many contracts are there to say what's the heaviest that might pull it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And so now if you think that that's more likely, would you try to trade a short towards that, or would you maybe look for the opposite, wait for that move, see how price reacts after you sweep the level, and then in line with the trend?
Yeah, because I like that, dude. We sweep that level and we can find longs back in off that level. Like, I'll feel so much better buying something down here than up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, absolutely. I totally get that.
But at the same time, yesterday, I believe it was, if we go back to yesterday, we had a really nice bounce off of the. If we throw a VWAP, because, you know, everybody knows I'm a VWAP guy, you throw a VWAP on that overnight from yesterday, look at how well yesterday during market open, 930, 940, 950, that yellow line is the overnight VWAP. So then what I'm thinking today is like, I don't want to get on the wrong side of that VWAP. So if we're above that, which we are right now, I'm not short yet. You know what I'm saying? Because what if we want to hold this and move back into this New York VWAP? I could definitely see that. So, but it's definitely bearish. Just being unbiased, this is sellers heavy at the open here. Right?
At the open. The open is bearish.
Open is bearish.
I got another question for you. In regards to, because we trade the instant funded accounts, like that's our bread and butter. We don't really like taking challenges as often, depending on the firm. We have lower consistency scores. You have 20%, sometimes 15%, 25%. I'm in a situation where today, yesterday I hit my daily loss limit on my account. So $1,200 daily loss limit. Accounts are still intact. Today I came in the overnight session, really last night, I made 600. So I made half of it back. Now I'm at that point where I feel the temptation to keep trading those accounts just to make the whole loss back for the day. But my consistency score is going to get much harder to achieve. Instead of a $3,000 profit target on the 50K, if I make double my, if I make the full 1,200, I got to make like $6,000 just to get my payout. Worth it or not worth it? What's your opinion?
Not worth it. But I would rather you buy a cheap ass anything from any firm and just start a new evaluation, start a new something, than mess with the consistency score. The whole game is payouts. You move the target, you make life harder. There's just no way to argue that. You can trade bigger size, sure, and then still achieve it, sure. I'm not arguing that, but I'm just saying if you move the goalpost, you're delaying the payout. So that's like shooting yourself in the foot in a way. So I wouldn't. I would just buy something new, trade something new.
Totally agree. Totally agree. That's my plan. But I wanted to get your opinion, and I feel like you couldn't verbalize that, guys. It doesn't make sense. Like, you can make that back in 2 days. It's no big deal. I think staying patient. At the end of the day, what would take longer? If I make it all back in 1 day, now I need to make $6,000 to get a payout. What's going to take longer? It's probably going to take me longer to make that $6,000 than if I just wait 2 days to try and make it back. You know?
What I'm thinking here, if we set opening range low, a trade that I've liked. So opening range low, everybody is the low of the first 15 minutes. If we set opening range low and then break it to the downside, I may try to buy it off the overnight VWAP back into the New York VWAP. The fade of the opening range breakout has actually worked really well for me lately. So what it is like people chasing that initial breakout because everyone talks about the orb now. Hedge full and everybody's made it popular. So I'm kind of fading that breakout. That's the idea.
So I have one earlier this week. You fading the first break, and then because you're anticipating that you're going to get a double break, right? Is that the idea?
Or even just to move back into VWAP. I probably wouldn't hold the trade. Like, let's say we get the break here, we come back in, I get long somewhere at like 69.14 or 15. I'm probably taking profit at 20.21. You know what I'm saying? I'm not normally going to hold it through. I'm going to take profit, and then if it breaks and retests, I'll just take another trade over here and work it as 2 trades. I can actually show you a good example of that real quick. We have 1 minute though until that opening range resets. Let me be hasteful here. So yesterday, I think I did a good job of this. 2 trades real quick. First one,
posted this in the Black Shirt Club, right?
Yep, 86 to 82. So I was short at the top after opening range break. It popped a little higher, but my stop was well above because it wasn't moving a lot. And I caught the move back. Exited 7 out of 10 contracts there at 82. Got tapped on the rest of that trade here. And then I got back in because the level was working for me. So I just shorted it again. And then I closed this here at the overnight VWAP. So sometimes when it's like, you can see this one cut right through that New York VWAP, the blue line there, cuts right through. I'll hold and try to get to the next support, which was the zone here and the overnight VWAP. But then on this one, didn't cut through as quickly, starting to turn. I'm getting out of that thing there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you're a big proponent of like following price over anything. So you sold it at the same price.
Same
as
price.
Before. It's still
Same
a valid price to you.
87, 86.75. Same price. Yep, exactly.
Dude, you should take a look at NQ. Look at the difference right now. So ES is selling off, but NQ is really holding up.
Is it?
Yeah,
look at that. And YM's dumping. So but look at YM on the daily chart. YM to me looks even more
insane.
Overextended. Yeah, look at the gap here. Got another gap here. Yeah, I mean it's high, bro. It's high.
Yeah.
Don't want to be calling tops, but it's high. Microsoft's up 2.7%, so that's probably keeping tech up. Look at Nvidia with the gaps too, bro. Nvidia damn near a new all-time high today. Wow.
So Nvidia's ripping right now.
Microsoft, bro.
See, so Austin, I'm gonna go to my screen because
go.
I'm tempted to take a short, guys.
Now, I mean, what did we say on ES 6900? We were at 17. We're now at 13, right? So
yeah, and I think if I can get in somewhere around here, I can capture like 25 points down to these relative equal lows. Technically, we have an SMT, right? We have a bearish SMT divergence up at the highs.
You have more contracts coming on, Zach. More contracts coming on ES below again at 6,900. So you have a lot, like now it's 170. So there's been 10 contracts added. And that delta that I was looking at is now red 300. So it was green 50. Now it's red 300. So it's delta's going red. Orders are coming on heavy below. Underneath overnight VWAP now for ES.
How do you use delta? Because I had Trader Drysdale on. I mean,
yeah,
okay, you don't know because Trader Drysdale is. Dude, that dude is so knowledgeable. I'm so excited for the seminar to meet him. Especially.
Oh, dude. People are coming for him for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the stream, that was one of our biggest streams, actually. But he's just so knowledgeable, bro, on Delta and VWAP. He made me, like, you know me, I'm so set in stone with how I trade. But he even made me think, like, damn, maybe I should take a look at some Delta. Like, this looks like valuable information.
I'd have to learn from him. You know, I don't rely on it enough to know.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm looking here for just to move down to these relative equal lows. We'll see if we can capture this. I'm just going to put a wide stop.
Bookmap's going dark now on ES from where we are to 6,900, 10 points lower. Not a lot of orders, bro. So this can suck. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you got the right side of this thing. There
Let's
it goes.
See,
there it goes.
Yeah. Let's give it some room. Yesterday, though, I was in a short just like this. It was looking really good, and then just ripped back to the upside. So I know it's possible, but I think this is valid. I think it's a valid trade.
You want to throw me back on real quick?
Yeah.
Just to look, now we're at 179 here on these contracts below. See that order right there, 179. So it's heavy down there. Nothing else on the book has 179 contracts. And
so
again,
it's going to act as a magnet and pull towards there.
Correct.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And that price is not even on my screen. It's actually below where I'm looking right here. It's down here. What I'm thinking though, today, like here's 6,900. So that's where the magnet is right now. See how dark it is in here? That tells me it could slide for sure. Look at it. So
yeah, it's
look, for the fade trade, everybody, that opening range, it's got to turn, right? I said I'd want to be long at like 15, 16 as it turns back through. It never turned, so I'm not doing nothing. And I don't trade the first breakout like this. Today, it would have paid nicely. Bookmap told you 6,900.
Yep. And guys, real quick, I'm out of my trade for a nice little win.
You're hitting TP there.
Yep, in and out. I'll show my execution real quick. So
W's in the chat.
Yeah, Dubs in the chat. Let's go. We're back. The win streak is back, bro. The first 2 weeks of stream. This is week 3, right?
Yeah.
Streaming with PFM.
Yeah.
I took winning trades for 2 weeks straight, bro.
Wow.
I was on fire. And then as soon as I start bragging about it, I started taking L's.
Game over, dude.
Of course. But
okay,
we caught a win. That's good because we took an L yesterday. But yeah, there's a trade, guys. So again, we had a bearish SMT up here. Little price action divergence between the indices.
Great exit, dude.
Yeah, nice exit. Just looking for those relative equal lows. We had a little 1 minute gap in here. I was like, as long as we kind of just hold below this, I'll try and hold this short for those equal lows. In and out, face hit, done,
100%.
And I did exactly what you said, Austin. So I have now 5 of these funded accounts. I only had 3 at first, but since I hit my profit target last night, just buy 2 more, get max
Look at
funded.
that bounce, dude. Great exit.
Yeah, damn. Urkon's in the chat. Hey, what's good, bro?
Hey, I know.
Abby's in the chat.
I'm pulling people. You and me are pulling people from
ASFX.
it's from ASFX TV.
You know, speaking of which, I do want to.
Yeah,
I want to talk about the course at some point too. We can talk about that a little bit.
We gotta get into that. That's coming out on Monday. We decided. I was just gonna say I got a TPT. A nice thing I can say about them. They have a stupid thing with the credit card where like you could be trading an account that you bought on credits. Like I used credits for my affiliate sales to buy an account. Okay. But then they have to rebill your credit card every month or something. And I guess because my business card happened to expire October 25th or 2025, the cards expired. We got new cards. I didn't update the card on TPT. So I had profit target met 4 trading days, ready to go, 1 more trading day. And on that night, they take the fucking account. So I'm like, hold on. I paid for this with my affiliate sales. I'm not going to just let that money go. And then, I mean, it was only $100, but still I'm buying these accounts, right? So I'm buying it. I want to have it. I had 4 days. I had the profit target. Give me the pro account, right?
And you put the work in. So
they fucking fought me at first. And then after I hit him with the, please escalate this to your manager in the support chat, that got me taken care of. So shout out to TPT for actually being reasonable and looking at like, this guy can just give us another credit card that's valid. We can rebill him whenever it's needed. And then he can trade this account. And then that's where we're at.
Shout out TPT. Sometimes you got to get a little Karen vibe going on, you know?
Yeah, a little Karen's good, dude. I put my hair up in a bun. I get crazy, you know?
Oh my god, dude. But yeah, I mean, okay, guys. I mean, I'm good on that trade. Maybe. What do you think now, Austin? Like,
I mean, 6,900 still lower, so still could go 9 points lower.
Yeah.
Look how thick it is now. It's up to 186 contracts down here now. So it would not surprise me to make the move down there, and that's previous day VWAP. You know, so that aligns with a level of support. Yeah, whole number orders are on the book there, so it feels like in this situation, everybody, this is a good book map tip. You have the 186 down here. You see that on the COB, but then you have 130 here and 120 here, and that's at 14 and at 21, right? That 207 now down here does not mean we're going straight there. Could we? Yes, but we may go back to 14, which is right here, overnight VWAP, opening range low, retest that, then make another leg lower. And then by 3 o'clock, by 1 o'clock, by whatever, then we fill that. So don't think it needs to happen right now. But if it remains the heaviest block on the book and the delta remains bearish, probabilities say we're going to try to go fill that today.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people will have the right bias, but like they think because I have a directional bias, it's supposed to
go now. It's got to fucking go right now, bro. I figured it out. It's got to go now. That's what people act like. It's like, stop. It's so hard to trade like that.
It's a big problem a lot of people have.
That's trading, trying to time the market instead of trading, trying to get a good price, right? Like you waited for the price to come lower, sellers confirmed it, you slid into that trade and caught that move lower. So it's not trying to time it. Like now it's got to go. You're waiting for price to come to a level and then you're reacting to it.
Yep. I mean, perfectly said. So NQ is pulling lower, guys. I'll go to my screen again real quick. The only other key level that I'm seeing, I mean, and this would make me very happy, is if we retrace to midnight, because that's what we wanted to see yesterday, but we didn't get the retracement to midnight. It did not work. So now, I mean, we're looking heavy, guys. We might be selling off to midnight. I would love that. But the line in the sand right now on the 15-minute for me is this gap. We got a large 15-minute fair value gap. If you can get a 15-minute closure below here, I think that might be enough. That could show us enough information that there's some more aggressive selling coming in and we could get to midnight. And then after that, I mean, level to level, you have previous day's value area high, which could act as a magnet. And technically there is an 80% setup in play. Previous day's POC is all the way down here. But it's been tough playing the 80% setup to the downside lately. Like it's working really well when we open up below the POC, because we're in such a bull trend that the market will just really quickly trade up to the point of control. It'll act as a magnet. But because we're in such a bull market, the 80% setup is having lower probability when it's to the downside, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So I want to be more cautious of that.
How's YM looking? Bouncing.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Let's go back to your screen.
If full inverse, NQ is going to make a new session low, right? Under 930 lows now. So that's breaking out. And then YM's bouncing, bro. It's crazy. I love it these days.
YM makes no sense to me, dude. You just got to trade that on its own.
Unbelievable. Yeah, and then what? Unfortunately, as an ES trader, on days like this, or at least moments like this, where one indice is going one way, one indice is going another, NQ is moving lower, YM is bouncing, ES looks like a freaking sideways barcode. So that's where I like have to be cautious. Yeah.
Yeah, ES tends to be the one that consolidates if NQ and YM are moving differently, right?
Mm-hmm. What's interesting about ES too, the way we read VWAP, if you're using overnight trading, low of day is still down at like 445 this morning, 69.01, 7 points lower is low of day. So we've been under that purple low of day VWAP. We're under that overnight VWAP, clearly under New York VWAP. So the only level left to be support is going to be this previous day VWAP and at that 6,900. That's it. I feel like the way bookmap looks here is I wouldn't be surprised if this moves lower. You know what I mean? Rather than see this flip. To see this flip, it may be catalyst driven or something. I feel like we have enough here where maybe it's going to do a little retest and move lower. But what I'm saying is, everybody, I don't know if I would be trying to be long for me down here. As much as I'd like to call reversals, I think I'm better off, as you kind of said at the beginning of the stream, Zach, I'm better off now waiting for some type of retest to these VWAPs and getting this next leg down, because 6,900's been the magnet. So I don't want to fight that.
I like 6,900 too. It's also a nice whole number. Yep. What about the opening range? Like, I know you guys look at the stats.
Rip the face.
Is that a Trump tweet or something? What just happened?
Randy summoning a boner candle over on ASFX TV, bro. Randy, what are you doing? Yeah, look, so 6,900 there. Look at the delta, right? So here's a delta move. Delta just flipped to green, 700 green. Damn. And then look at the orders getting thinner. See how it's getting less red? We went down from almost 200 contracts to 160 now. So contracts getting pulled off lower. Watch where they try to come on now. It's almost like the market's reacting early to something that would be coming out at 10 a.m. But it's just consumer confidence news today at 10 a.m.
Yeah, I don't think we have any red folder. I could be mistaken. I thought there's no red folder news today.
No red folder.
We have orange folder, consumer confidence. It must be that.
But we're 4 minutes early. Did the news leak? I got nothing on financial juice. I could see this coming back down. I don't know if this is a flipper here.
Josh said bookmap just got dark. So did it get dark for you?
Oh yeah. You can see it in here. But 6,900 still looks like it has orders on it. So again, like I still think it's probably going to hold this New York VWAP and try to come lower. Maybe this
so
is
people are not being people have orders below they weren't afraid by that move. They're still looking for that price.
Nope. It's back up to 190 contracts, 195 now.
Yeah, that VWAP's holding nicely.
It is. This now looks like opening range low retest, overnight VWAP retest, New York VWAP retest. If this leg's lower, you're going to be like, oh, that was the little last grasp for the big guys to get a good price. And now,
I mean, that was the spot you called. You just called that spot.
It's happened so fast. It's hard.
It just happened too quickly. Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go.
Look at that.
Dude, wait. Go to NQ real quick, though. Look at the difference in the way NQ.
Yeah, look at that. Literally back up to opening range high.
Back up to the opening range. So many people just got stopped out. If I was still holding that trade, I would have been.
We stopped you.
Yeah, I would have been at break even for sure. I would have got stopped break even. That's why we love base hits, guys.
Dude, you made the biggest out of everyone that I trade with, and I feel like you adapt. Dare I say, better than me. Because you were married, bro. You were fucking so married to 4R trades. And I wanted to, every time, I wanted to smack you. And now
I was in
to
a
see
toxic
you come
relationship.
around and then see you crush it now, bro. Like the payouts over the last 2 months, crush it. It's like, and even before then, like you've been crushing it the last 2 years almost now. So it's like you adapted. It's not that can't give it to you that you're way smarter. Can't give it to you that you work way harder, but you knew when to change. And like, that's a fucking huge skill as a trader. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think, I'm right around the 5-year mark. I feel like you probably recognized this when you were at your 5-year mark. If you can survive 5 years in this game, you are going to start figuring things out. You just got to survive and submit to time.
That's it.
But yeah, the one-to-ones, man. I mean, you were a huge
not
component.
Even the negative. Look at you with the negative risk reward, bro.
Yeah, but like, honestly, you always had that in my mind, but it just like finally clicked for me. I was like, it makes sense right now with the way price is moving. So yeah, I got to give the Black Shirt Club credit to that. They got big credit for that.
And now you're coming to the boot camp. Everybody, Zach will be there with us in May. We have a huge event. I did just put a small short on here, Zach, on ES. So everybody, I'm short at 69.11. Just I'm liking this pin here, the volatility here as a stop. So I like the stop loss, you know, and I'm not risking. I'm up 320 on each of the 5 accounts. I'm risking 120. So I'm just trying to sprinkle some more green on the day, get to the 600. But if this thing makes its move to the 6,900 that we've been talking about, my 327 P&L gets another 168. That's not bad. So
yeah, that's a big thing that you work with, right? Like once you're up on the day, you always lower your risk.
Always. Yeah, because I don't want to go fully red in one trade. You know what I mean? Yeah. The whole point here is just try to stack some green days together to get to a payout. So
exactly, guys.
Yeah, the event will be great, dude. I know you got everything booked up and ready. I'm super pumped. We Drysdale, like you said, will be there. I'm hoping he'll do some stuff on Delta and volume profile, right? Like I'm hoping you also can speak on that too. And through the panel discussions with the screen share where everyone can be asked questions and then use their screen to show things. They don't have to just talk. I hope it does what I want it to do, which is like really seem more than a lecture, really be like tactical, like do this. This is what it means. When it's doing this, this is what we fucking do. That's why doing it over 2 days is sick, because you get to trade for 2 days with everybody and see it on the screen and ask questions. If you can't tell everybody, I want you to come. We're already 50% full, and I haven't even announced the keynote speaker. So
yeah, do I know it yet? I don't even think I know. Unless
you know.
You've talked about it. Yeah.
No, I don't think you know. I've been good at keeping it a secret.
So who is on the list so far?
It's you, me, Evan, James, the ASFX boys, Randy, and then we have Tanner and Lawrence, Zach Boyajian, and Drysdale, and KV.
If you guys notice, a lot of these guys have been on PFM TV. We had Zach Boyajian on earlier. He was great. Chat really liked him. And we have Tanner coming on tomorrow.
We're like the Avenger. You know, we're the anti-Lambo boys of trading. You know what I'm saying?
Anti-Lambo. No one is flexing Lambos here.
No Lambos. Even though last year, what did Isaac? Isaac pulled up in a freaking Lotus Ferrari looking thing, dude. It was so fucking cool. Yeah, bro. He did. He had bought it like a week before, and he drove it all the way from Sarasota up to Tampa, and he pulled up in the Lotus. It's a cool car. I can find a video. It's a sports car. It's a $115,000 sports car. It's cool.
Yeah, gotta give him credit.
Can't knock it. Did you get a swag box from Top One? I got a swag box.
No,
is that did they give that to everyone? I got a t-shirt.
Did they give that to everyone that has taken a payout with them? Because I don't think it's. Them.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure, but it showed up in the mail the other day. I was like, this thing's sick. Let me see if I can find this.
I gotta ask them.
Now you got me jazzed up about the car.
Yeah, no, I want to see.
Maybe I deleted it. Oh, this dude Brian. Let me see if I can get this video later. So Tanner had a couple of guys. Everybody, Tanner is the strong trader. Tanner had a couple of dudes come from his community, and one of them like rented. It's not a Hellcat. What's the 3-wheel thing called? A slingshot. A slingshot. You know what a slingshot is?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they rented a freaking slingshot. They pulled up to the hotel, hopped in there. Sick. I think Randy rode in the slingshot. Yep, they did that. We had a nice steakhouse dinner. No, I don't have any pictures there. Oh, got it. I got it.
Show the chat.
See, it's a cool car.
Yeah, very cool.
It's a sick car.
Very, very cool. I think Isaac has a live account with Top One now, right? Did he get moved over to a live account? Oh, okay. He did. He did get one.
Yeah, so it's a sick car, no doubt. He pulled up blasting Drake, bro. Of course, he thinks he's Champagne Poppy.
Oh, dude, that doesn't surprise me at all. He's definitely a Drake boy.
But see, it looks like a Ferrari, doesn't it? But it's a Lotus.
Yeah, no, that's sick. Really
so
sick.
We're doing it all, everybody, whole events at the same hotel. Here, I'll show you another quick little pic. They're on the website too, but pics make it awesome. This year, dude, I already booked everything. Double the size screen, double the size of the stage, because I wanted the speakers and the panels to be more spaced out and not be as like close sitting together. You know what I'm saying? So the stage will be bigger, everything will be set up more. And then we're doing, last year I had, I don't know if you knew this, I had round tables in the back where we did like lunch back there and people would like have little breakout sessions and chat. I'm getting rid of those now because we need all the seats student style for people to be able to have their laptops and trade. You know what I mean? So we won't have any round tables in the back, but everybody just eat lunch at their seat. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Totally. You know what? Actually, this is a good question for you because I had John on earlier. John is one of the co-founders of Prop for Match.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, really cool dude. So he was actually referencing Tom Hogarth's Best Loser Wins, right? That's his book.
Yeah.
So you just recently met him and did like a panel with him. You hosted an event. How was that? Was that your first time meeting Tom Hogard?
First time meeting him. He's a very nice guy. I made him laugh because I was putting the microphone on him before we went on stage. And I was like, yeah, Tom, this is very intimate for us for the first time meeting. He was like, oh, and I was like, I normally don't do this with people. And he was like, I'm honored. So we were laughing. We had a good time. He's very intense and he has a Dutch accent, like a German European accent.
He's
so he
from
says,
like, one of the Nordic countries, right?
Yeah, Dutch-ish. He sounds Dutch. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he said where he's from. It's not Sweden or anything like that. I don't know. I forget exactly. Chat, you'll know where someone in the chat will know where Tom's from. But he made $1 million that morning, bro. He has 2 guys that trade his account. So they were trading, and that was the day the market sold off. That was the huge Friday dump. He made $1 million that morning. And then he went over a $7 million trade that he had taken. His whole thing is adding into winners, not scalping and taking quick profits. It's adding into winners and catching these big moves and not adding into losers. He showed some trades where he says he added into losers and it cost him a lot of money and stuff, you know, but he's a super successful guy. The weirdest thing about him was he was wearing a nice suit, but he was wearing ankle socks, not dress socks. So you could see his ankles when he bent over. And I questioned that. Like, you know, he's a trader, doesn't have a sense of style. You know, I think we're revolutionizing the trading game because us young guys, we have a sense of style. These old guys, getting them to wear something that functionally looks good and put together, it seems to be difficult. I think of like Scott Pulsini when I had Scott on my podcast, bro. He's got like his head in the corner down here on the video. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't even know how to put the camera right. So it's just like you deal with it. But no, he was cool, bro. And like just the baldness. There has to be a phase you and me go through as trading, like, you know, influencers. We have to shave our head because people just take you like seriously. You're bald, dude. Voldemort talking at you with the charts, bro. He's got the charts and he's
a Dutch accent.
$1 million trades, like, you know what I'm saying? So no, it's cool.
Americans just take like English or Dutch accents so much more seriously. I know it's a thing and I still do it. I'm like, oh,
100%.
This guy, I gotta listen to this guy, man.
Like, he was super nice, stayed after, signed books for people because there was like about 180 people there. Signed books for everybody. We had, you know, drinks afterwards. He came to the happy hour. He hung out. It was super cool. Took pictures with people. You know, I think we may slide a little. We got 220 contracts now on 6,900, so it's still getting thicker down there. But I was going to say, I don't think he's any different than anyone else, except he likes to do hard things, and I can relate to that. Like, I like to do things that people don't like to do because I know that means they're rewarding. And he says that to be a really good trader, you need to rewire your brain to be unhuman or inhuman. I forget which word he used. Unhuman. Like, it's the opposite of what you want to do. To be a really successful trader, you have to do the opposite of what, like, adding into winners instead of taking profit. That's the thesis that he's working with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, he's very honest too about how he says like most of his trades end up being paper cuts, small paper cuts, or like break evens. But the thing is, when he gets that runner that he is appropriately sized into, I mean, it makes up for all of it. So that's why it's like there's so many different ways. I think he trades completely different from other people because what do most people do when they're adding into positions? They're adding into losers, hoping that they get a better entry and then it comes back and they can get out for a small win or break even, whatever the case is. You know, they're dollar cost averaging and like martingale.
Yep.
What he does is he does the opposite by adding into winning trades only. So just like he does that, we do something that is completely opposite from what most people do in the space, but it's a different way. We take base hits, small winning trades, scalps, get in, get out, instead of what a lot of prop traders are doing. They look for 4R, 5R, and they have to deal with these tight drawdown restrictions. So there's a few different ways to do the opposite, right? Like, just depends on what makes sense to you. But yeah, that's insane, man. I mean, $1 million winning trade right before he goes on to do a seminar. I mean, how much more legitimate could you make yourself?
Years, you know what I mean? Like 30, like 40 years, like a long time. You know, he has a lot of experience. He has a lot of capital. He has a lot of different income streams. So he makes money from, you know, many different things. He donates a lot of money, he says, too. So like, he's just doing a lot. You know what I mean? He made another good point about like the 10,000 hours thing as a trader. He was saying, hold on. If you look at the book map, the orders above just pulled off. That's interesting. At 21 and 27, you see how the orange just went blue up here on the left side here?
Yeah.
And here. That. So that's pulling off. And then you still have the 200 contracts down here. That's interesting.
So is that a good sign or just interesting?
You think so? You would think so, but I'm not going to say that and then have it shoot up and stop me out. You know what I mean?
Sure.
he was talking about like Malcolm Gladwell and like the 10,000 hours thing. Like you do something for 10,000 hours and you'll be a master at it. He's like, I've driven a car for over 10,000 hours, but if you put me in a Ferrari on a racetrack, I can't drive it for shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, you can think you're doing something right because you've been doing it for a long time, but there could be more potential to it. And you could be even wrong that you're not doing it to its fullest and to the correct way. So like in trading, if you're not taking feedback in, if you're not getting new ideas in, and you're just in your own little bubble, thinking you're doing something correct for 10,000 hours, you could still suck ass at trading, you know?
So well said. Yeah. If you're doing the wrong thing, it doesn't matter if you did it. If you did the wrong thing for 10,000 hours, you're just going to become an expert at doing the wrong thing.
Bingo. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where like now there's no excuse. Like if you want to be a trader now, there's so many streams and so many discords and so many communities you can join. Like you have no excuse to trade alone. Back when I started, I was in the first group chat I was in with guys that were speaking French. It wasn't even English. Like I couldn't even, it was very hard to find good communities then.
It's all you had. You had to choose limited amount of options that you had to choose from.
Yep. Interesting reaction to the news here on ES, like very sideways after that 10 a.m., really 9:50 to 10 a.m. shake up, 9:56 to 10 a.m., where it went up, down, up, right?
I got to say, you shorted the right instrument because ES is noticeably more bearish than NQ. So I know you trade ES exclusively regardless, but it's nice in this situation that you went with ES.
Yeah, so the short is at 11. I'm going to put it on my trading view here. So I'm short at 11 here. And then I have the stop on the trade at that pre-news pin. Because if it comes up there and it breaks New York VWAP, I'd be one to look for longs. So I'm looking for that move down into that previous day New York VWAP here and that 6,900. That's the idea. But now, like if you look, holding this dotted line really well. That's the overnight VWAP. Buyers have not been able to sustain above that yet. So could they right now and take it? Yeah. But until this moment, it's been sellers in control. So I feel like I'm on the right side of the VWAP. I'm on the right side of it if we're going to get another move down. The only reason to not really be in this right now, in my opinion, based on just liking that stop loss at that pin, for me, the only reason to not be in it would be fear of loss. I'm like, that's okay. Yeah. I can lose $100 and still be green today and look for another trade later. Like, so you just control your size and then there should be no fear.
Can you explain a little bit more about being on the right side of VWAP? Like, what does that mean to you exactly as a VWAP trader?
Good question. It's super simple. If we're underneath VWAP since 9:30 today, since market open, I don't want to be a buyer usually, unless I have a support level to trade from, or I have a range to trade like yesterday where I was selling it here back to the VWAP. Usually I want to be buying it with the VWAP when we're above it and selling it when we're below it. That's when we're trading in trend, which today could be a trending day to the downside, at least down into this previous day VWAP, right? So that's why I'm trading with it versus fighting it. So just trading with it means short when we're underneath it, when price is holding it underneath it, and then long when price is holding above it. It's so simple. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's what's great about technical analysis when you use the right tools. Like all we're really trying to do is give ourselves lines in the sand to like help with a bias, you know?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, your trade is not invalidated at all.
That's what I'm saying. The longer we sit here and just keep talking about it, there's no new information. Nothing has changed since I got in the trade. So I can't do anything. The only reason to bail on it now would just be impatience. I'm trying to not show my impatience on stream, Zach, you know?
Yeah, you got to, man. That's the good and bad about streaming. You know,
Did you see my story this morning, bro? On Instagram?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you're in for it, buddy. My son was up at 3:30 this morning and don't know why. Thank God he went back to sleep, but then I was up at 6. So like by the time he fell back asleep and everything, like you're in for it, bro. Just everyone's like, why are you drinking energy drinks in the morning?
You need to, I'm sure. Yep, I already live off espresso, man. I'll probably be doubling up my intake.
You should be trying to get a sponsorship or something now. That's where I fucked up, bro. I should have been doing that from the beginning. I should be Celsius sponsored like Jake Paul or something. You know, that's what I need.
Celsius for sure, man. You know what? I had JD. Bro. That would be so sick. I had JD Adastra on last Friday. I didn't even know this. He has his like King Lime community. He has coffee. Yeah. King Lime coffee.
Wow.
So maybe I should get a sponsor from him. I should be like, yo, come on.
I like the ideas of like getting with companies that can provide products like that support traders that aren't necessarily like a trading company, like a prop firm or a trading journal. Like every trader drinks coffee. So if we could have a really like, I drink this coffee called Purity Coffee. I think it's from Costa Rica. It's expensive and it's supposed to be mold free. It's fun, like whatever. If we could
Yeah.
have our own healthy version, dude, I feel like people would love to support that and support like a trading brands, something, energy drink, coffee or whatever, you know?
Totally. I mean, so many traders are living off caffeine, man. We need
Oh,
it.
dude.
Like staring at charts for 4 hours a day, if you are trading for 4 hours a day, like I don't care how interesting you find trading. Sometimes you need a little boost, like especially on a day like this. Look at these candles, man. Nothing's happening.
It has nothing. I'm ready to start doing the pouches, bro. I haven't even started the Zins yet or the nicotine gum. I've held off, but I'm ready, bro. I'm ready to upgrade. Yeah, I'm ready to upgrade. Just plug me in, dude.
To nicotine pouches,
Yeah, nicotine
or
gum.
do you mean sorry, caffeine pouches?
No.
Because they have
I'm talking
those
about
too now.
nicotine gum. Apparently, people are chewing the nicotine gum for like focus, like lock in.
I've been thinking about switching to that just to like, I'm trying to limit. I just want to be as healthy as possible these days. So, the
It's hard.
pouches, it's obviously better than vaping or better than cigarettes, but like
For sure.
it's still, is it the most healthy thing in the world? Probably not. I think if I do like nicotine mints or nicotine gum, probably just a little bit healthier. But it's true. The nicotine helps me focus, man. It just does.
100%. It's a nootropic. It's scientifically proven.
Exactly.
Yeah, so now it's 10:15. We've been sitting in this trade. It's moved 3 points. Now I start to just get like, blah. Like, all right, I'm on the right side of VWAP. I don't really care about this. I'm glad I'm in it small, right? It's not going to ruin my day. Maybe it adds to my day. But like, this is telling me something, everybody. The market's, my market, I trade ES. It's just not moving right now. So what am I going to do? Add into this position? Am I going to freak out? No, just wait for the market to give you information,
What's your take? Like, is there a certain point when you would close this trade before it hits stop loss, or are you going to always let it go to stop or TP?
Hold on, sorry. I was reading that comment in the chat. 5 weeks without an energy drink. Thought it would be healthier, but I don't feel better without it. So I'm back drinking it. Fuck
Guys,
yeah, bro.
listen, we can't be perfect, man. We need our things. All right.
Sorry. Do you remember what you said, Zach, before I cut you off? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like, all right, your trade it's chopping. You're in a little bit of drawdown, but nothing crazy. Nothing's been invalidated. But is there a point where you may close this trade before it reaches a stop loss or TP? Or are you like, once you get into a trade, you're seeing it through?
I have to see it through because I'm sized appropriately so it doesn't mess up. I'm trading the P&L. I know real trading, if I was trading my personal account, you don't really want to trade the P&L, right? But in prop firm land, I'm trading the P&L and I'm up today and I need to make back yesterday's $500 loss. So I'm going to see this out because if I'm in it and I bail and I would have won, that will piss me off more than if I'm stopped out on this trade and I lose a little bit of money. So I think that's where you should operate from, everybody. It's a good question, Zach. Think about, would I be more pissed if I don't take this and it wins, or if I take it and I bail and it wins? Will that make me more angry at this position size than if I close early or if I get stopped? If it would piss you off and break your system, your process to not be in it, then you have to take the trade. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's where position sizing comes in. I can just be smaller, take the trade, take the process, and let it play itself out. If I lose a little bit, I'm still green on the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. So actually, that leads into another question for you. You just said you would trade a personal account a little differently versus how you're trading props.
Yeah.
Why and how?
I think a little bit in the sense of like trade management. I wouldn't dude, I don't know what other people say on the stream, but I will tell you, I definitely add into trades when I'm down sometimes to try to bring myself to a better price. I would
prop
not
account.
Prop account. I would not really be doing that with a personal account because I've lost prop accounts that way. So that would tell me I could lose a lot of money in my personal account that way. Adding to losers doesn't make a lot of sense with your own capital, in my opinion. So there's certain things like that, or for example, when I just started these accounts, first day I'm using all $2,000 to draw down. I'm either making 600 or I'm losing 2,000. You know what I'm saying? I would never start my own personal account that way. So it's little things like that. Is it the entries that I would take? No, I think you have to be, if you have a process, you want to stay consistent with the entries you take. It's like the money management, the position sizing management. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I mean, I'm the same way because for me, it's all about, okay, how much money am I putting into my prop challenges versus how much is coming back to me in payouts? That's all that matters when it comes to prop.
Oh, he's got a great R multiple. Cool. Oh, he says this win. Cool. Like the stats are irrelevant in prop firm trading. It's all about how much did you spend, how much did you take in payouts. That's all I want to hear about, really.
It's really the truth. It really is the truth.
Now, if you're trying to tweak your strategy, track the stats, tweak your strategy, right? Like adjust. But if you feel confident in your strategy, like you really don't need to worry about your R multiple. Are you making money more days than you're losing? And are you avoiding big blowout days? Cool. You'll probably get a payout. Trade that way for a month.
Yeah. And
I
that's
mean, what
like,
do you think is the reason people don't take payouts, bro? It's most likely, I'm going to guess, because they blow themselves out in a day. It is not blowing themselves out over a week. You get what I'm saying? Most people will give them 7 days. They won't take 7 days of good losses. They will blow out and just give up and YOLO it and torch it, right? That's why people are blowing these things out.
dude, yeah, no, it's so true. Like a lot of people think, like a firm that has a daily loss limit. Like a lot of people don't like having a daily loss limit, right? But why don't they like having a daily loss limit built in? Because they want to risk their whole drawdown every single day.
Right.
Because if they're going to be red, they're like, no, I'm not going to be red. I cannot deal with a red day. I like a daily loss limit. When a firm has that, I think they're actually trying to help you a little bit. Like it doesn't mean that I always
100%.
want it, but like most people,
If you
you're
don't want
exactly
it,
right,
get a bigger
bro. They're
account,
not
right?
blowing their account after 3 months. They're blowing it that day if they're going to blow it.
That's why it's like, if you want more of a daily drawdown, trade an account that has a bigger daily drawdown by 150K.
Yes.
Copy trade. And then like I do, I'm every time, like I'm up 327, but really 327 times 5. You see what I'm saying? Like if you're constantly multiplying your P&L when you're copy trading across however many accounts, because I have 5 of these, I think you understand, yeah, I'll risk 350 a trade and I'm copy trading to 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So I know this answer, but just for the chat, because there are different account types that you can use. Like I know you like the instant funded, but what about account size? You like 50Ks? Do you like
Yeah,
the
I'm on
bigger
the 50s.
accounts? You like the
I think
50s?
I took a lot of payouts from Top Step on the 150s, never a 50K, I don't think, from Top Step. Maybe one payout from a group of 50s before I stopped trading with them like a year ago. But like 150s were the thing I did when I started. But then when I wanted to do more copy trading, because I'm looking at cost of the account to, like it's like a 3-way equation: cost of the account, amount of drawdown, and profit target, right? I'm not even really concerned with payout cap because they're all very similar. So it's like, I'm just looking at those 3 things, and I felt like the 50Ks were easier. I get 2K to go make 3K. I copy trade that. I can take 2,500 out with top 1. So like, it's easy math for me. I feel like that keeps me away from an activation fee. I don't have to pay any more costs. Keeps me away from having a YOLO challenges like I do with TPT. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that either. So I think that 50K is like the nice sweet spot. But if you want more drawdown, like you trade very well having more drawdown. And some of the guys trade very well with minis. If you want to trade minis, don't do a 50K. It's just not going to make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're doing 50Ks, you got to do the micros. Like on the Tradeify payout that I just took, that actually was on 50Ks. I did it on the 50Ks with 5 of them though. So when I'm trading 2 micros or 3 micros, I'm really trading, at least 1 mini per trade when you add up to 5 accounts.
Something's happening here. What are we at? 1022? Not even at 50. It's interesting. The orders at 18 just pulled off. They were here, right there, and now they're gone as it's starting to pop here. Still have 200 contracts down at 6,900. So let's see. Are we going to, after all this consolidation, are we going to take New York VWAP in one foul swoop? Or is there going to pin and then come back down here? Let's see.
Yeah, I still think that 6,900 level is a good level. Even if your trade gets stopped out, I think eventually we could definitely make it there. It's just a matter of when. But it's tough. I mean, this is this grind up market, man.
They're all sideways, dude. YM is sideways the last, 30 minutes since we've been chit-chatting. Yeah, see, like that to me, everybody, that's not a VWAP take. I'm not going to exit my trade or get afraid of that. It's still sitting on the VWAP here. It can play around this VWAP. It could pop above it and it still will look like a lower high until this pin gets taken. So I'm staying in this trade.
Yeah. Do you pay attention to the way each candle closes? Like in that example, it wicked above the VWAP, but it closed below. So especially then, it's like, I don't think you want to be out of that trade yet. If you had a strong candle closure above the VWAP, maybe it'd be a little different.
Right. If it lifts through so far that I don't think we're going to come back and touch the VWAP at all, I'll bail. Like if it's a strong candle, but if it's near it, I'm going to give it a chance because trading the VWAP for a long time, it doesn't just hit the VWAP with a pin and come down. It plays around it. It may even get above it and then come down. Like you said, I might get stopped and then it might still come down. So it's like, you have to sometimes, it's not discretionary because I'm still putting the stop based on structure, but you want to like let it breathe without choking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, 100%. I actually want to go back real quick to, there was one comment someone was saying a daily loss limit should be a soft breach. First off, for futures firms, it is almost always a soft breach when you hit your daily loss limit. But bro, I just learned this stats the other day. I don't know if you know about this. When it comes to like FX CFD firms, did you know that over like 60 to 70% of people who breach their CFD prop firm account is not from hitting their max drawdown, but it's from hitting their daily loss limit, because on FX firms, it's a hard breach if you hit it.
I believe that. I believe
How
that.
interesting is that, though? It's like they can't even just put a stop loss with a couple of points before the daily loss limit, because they can't deal with having a red day. It's just
Says
so
a lot.
funny to me. Yeah.
It says a lot. I'm going to bounce on you, bro, with this trade still on.
Yeah, that's cool. It's
in
almost
10:30. Yep. I got to run, so I got to get another drink, hit the bathroom. Thanks for having me on, dude. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, we got to get you on again. And we didn't talk about the course too much, but I'll make sure to talk about it. Guys, I am running a course on ASFX TV. So
finally dropping the course, bro. Finally
We've been talking about it for like 4 months. I've been working on it. So I'm pretty proud of it, man. It's looking good. We're still finishing up edits, but I like the way it's turning out.
100%. Yeah, so we'll definitely be teasing that, everybody, on ASFX TV. If you want to stream with me and Zach, we're on ASFX TV. Zach's on with us in the afternoons, and then I'm on every morning at Market Open.
Yep. But yeah, all right, man. Thank you so much for coming on. I got to get the other boys on too. Yeah, absolutely.
See you, everybody.
Peace. All right, guys. W's in the chat for Austin. Let's go. His name was Austin. Austin Silver. Get my screen up. Course is going to be sick. Thank you, Erkan. Yeah, man. I mean, it's done. It took me a while, bro. I just wanted to make sure that it was actually good. Like, it was my first time making one. So I had to, I said, I don't care if it takes, people were getting annoyed. They were like, when is this thing dropping? It's like, dude, do you want it to be good or do you want me to rush it? So it's finally done. Bathroom break. Dino wants me to take a bathroom break. Yeah, no, I'm gonna, because we should run a giveaway, chat. Right? It's been a little minute. It's been a minute since we ran a giveaway. Market is not doing anything, so we might as well run a giveaway, right? Like, look at this. Dude, I got in and out perfectly. It did drop a little bit more, but just immediate move back up. So this is why we love base hits. This is exactly why we get in, we get out. And also, just to analyze this price action a little bit from my perspective. So we had that short-term bearish SMT divergence. Then we came down, we had these equal lows, right? So my target was to take those equal lows. We already know my trade. We went over that. But what happens after that, right? So what does the market do? It sweeps liquidity, takes this low. Oops, hold on. So it sweeps this low, right? And what do? We tap into a 5-minute fair value gap. Right here, clear 5-minute fair value gap. I mean, this is the line in the sand right now, guys. Like for longs, like higher time frame or for the rest of the day, I think you got to be prepared for us to bounce from here with how bullish we've been. But you could get short up here to trade into that fair value gap. So that was the idea. Do I think it's likely we go lower today? I'm beginning to think that the shorts are looking good. I'm starting to like the shorts a lot more. So maybe I'll take another trade. We will see. But I'd like to see how the market reacts inside this gap. So if we can get a strong 5-minute candle closure below like 26.13, I think then like trading to midnight is going to be high probability. But this gap is still like a strong line in the sand for us right now. So we got to be careful. But yeah, a 5-minute candle closure below 13, I think your next level you'd be looking at is midnight. So price can retrace here to the midnight open. And then again, at that point, we have to see the reaction. If we keep going lower, we have an 80% setup in play. All right. I don't care how far away it is. I have seen this time and time again where you think this is so far away, the previous day's point of control, there's no way we're going to reach that today. And the market does it. So that could be an incredible short opportunity, and I want to be prepared for it if it comes. But right now, we're still inside this bullish level. It's still holding as support, even though the market feels a little heavy. Yeah, we got to be careful here. But all right, guys, let's do this. Let's run this giveaway. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break, but I want you guys to get your entries in. So to enter the giveaway, we're going to give away let's give away 2 more Top 1 Futures accounts, because Austin's a big guy with Top 1 Futures. That's his firm of choice, and they're great people. So let's do this. To enter the giveaway, type in ASFX into the chat. ASFX. I will be right back. Guys, get your entries in, and we will announce the winner as soon as I'm back. All right. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll announce the winner. All right. Be right back. All right, we're back, chat. We're back. How we doing? All right, cool. Most of you guys are still here. We can run this giveaway. This market's looking heavy. I think the shorts might be on the menu for the rest of the day. I'm starting to like it a lot more. Let's do this. So, guys, listen. You know how it goes. I don't want to miss anyone's entry. So, just in case, just enter one more time. Enter ASFX into the chat one more time, even if you already entered once or twice. Just make sure we get you in there so that I don't miss you and everyone gets a chance. So just keep running your entries and we'll go for another like 30 seconds. There we go. Now they're coming in. Beautiful. Shout out Top One Futures, man. Yeah, hopefully I get the swag box because I would like it. You know, I don't have any like prop firm merch. You know, I did get the Top Step 5K club hat. So they were giving out hats to people who took at least 5K in payout. So I did get that. You know what's funny with them, man? It took like 6 months for them to send me my hat. I applied for it like so long ago that I completely forgot about it. And then one day it showed up at my, at my home. That was a nice surprise. So yeah, I'd love some more merch, dude. TOF, let's go. You got 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds to get your entries in. And then we'll get back to these markets. Markets are moving, bro. Like, honestly, I want to keep shorting this to midnight. All right, cool. That's it for the entries. Let's get this in here. Also, guys, if you haven't yet, throw us a like on the video. If you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying our interviews, we called out a winning trade. We took some dubs. Like it's been a good day. So if you appreciate what we're doing here at PFM TV, just all we ask, throw a like into the video. Helps the algorithm and all that good stuff. All right, cool. We got a lot of entries. Let's do this. Should we run a duck race real quick? Let's get these names in. All right, let's do 30 seconds, right? All right, chat, we ready? All right, let's run the duck race. Let's go. Hold on, let's do a drum roll. Drum roll, as always. All right, let's see who's got it. Okay, we're seeing some people come up out front. Who's that? Market Maker? Is that what his name is? Market Maker's in the front. We got Future here. I see Michelle in there. I see Benjamin. Oh, Karen. It's going to be Karen, bro. She's coming up. It's going to be Karen. I'm calling it. Come on. Oh, dude. Okay, out of respect, I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. So, you know who you are. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. Just let us know that you're in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and show you how you can claim your giveaway. Oh, there you are. Beautiful. Let's get your name in there. Congrats. So this is what you're going to do to claim, my friend. You are going to go to Prop Firm Match Support, okay, on X. I'll show you real quick. Just want to make sure we get you in here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Prop Firm Match Support on X, okay, on x.com. I'll show you how to do that real quick. I will link it in the chat for you. So right here, Prop Firm Match Support, just DM them, show a timestamp, show a screenshot of your YouTube name so they know it's you, and they'll get you hooked up. That's it. Do we want to run one more, guys? One more duck race? Let me know. Should we run one more? I'm down. I'm down. And then we'll get back to markets. 2 more. I got 3 more accounts to give away, but I don't want, we don't want to blow our load all in one shot. So we'll do 1 more. Let's do a Blue Guardian for this one. This will be for a Blue Guardian. We'll do a duck race because we already got the names in here. We'll do spin the wheel on the rest. We'll give away 2 more accounts before we head off. So we got some time. All right, let's run it. This will be for Blue Guardian, which is the standard challenge, no activation fee. Again, guys, remember always that if your country is restricted, you're not going to be able to claim the account, and there's nothing we can do in that situation. So always make sure that your country is not restricted with the firms that we're giving away. But all right, let's run it. Okay, who's coming up? It's still anyone's race right now. Anyone's race. I see Josh up in the front. I'm sorry, Josh. We already know how this goes. Whoever's in the front in the first 10 seconds, you're cooked, fam. It's not going to be Josh. I see Kien coming up. Future here. I'm going to call Future here. Ooh, Strawberry Duck. Strawberry Duck. Yatri. I think that's probably how you say it. Yatri. You're the winner. Congrats. So you want a Blue Guardian account, okay? You got Blue Guardian futures. Again, there's no activation fee on those ones. So those are pretty cool. Yatri. And again, all you got to do to claim your account is go to Prop Firm Match Support on X. I'll link it for you again in the chat. Make it easy for you. Bam. There you go. There you go. So just DM them, show them a timestamp, give them proof of your YouTube name, and you'll be good to go. So, all right, we got a few more accounts to give away, so we will run a couple of more, but, let's get back to the charts. What's going on here? All right, so we're getting another pullback. Yeah, we'll do 2 more in a little bit. Guys, there's no reason to type in ASFX anymore. Giveaway's done for now. We'll do another one soon. No spam in the chat. All right, let's see this. So we got previous day's high. We had a nice little bounce there, and once again, still holding this 5-minute bullish gap, right? So we got to be careful still. We saw another sweep of liquidity here. ES looks so different. So is there a bullish divergence here? Yeah, I think there is. We do have some SMT. It's a really weird SMT though, right? ES put in a lower low right here, while NQ has not taken out that low from 8:55 a.m. So we got to be careful. There is a bullish SMT, but I'm not super concerned with that. I just think we go lower today, guys. I think we're going lower. All right, we'll run the next giveaway when we hit 100 likes on stream, guys. So we want another giveaway, 100 likes. That's our goal. Let's hit it. Yeah, part of me wants to take another trade, but I do want to be careful too. I do think we go lower. I think we could look for 26,000 psychological level as a target, but we might run to it right now and we might miss it. Can you copy my trades in the Blue Guardian account? I mean, listen, if I'm trading live, you could take the same trades as me. That should be fine. Trash price action, to be honest. Dude, so bad. This week has been really tough price action. Listen, if you're not killing it this week, I don't want to say it's your fault. As long as you're not tilting and blowing up trades, if you're trying and you're waiting for clear setups, and you're still losing, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way it's going right now. But yeah, this was nice, dude. I'm super happy with our short right here. This was a clean execution. Let me know in the chat, were you guys here for this when I took this live with Austin? This was a nice quick scalp. In and out. Let me know if anyone took that trade. Rocha thinks we're printing a daily dojo. I think that's possible, definitely. Next week, at least 150 likes. People need to share the link to stream on social media. Yeah, absolutely. But, we'll grow. We're going to grow organically. But yeah, guys, listen, if you enjoy the stream, sharing it on X, on Instagram, wherever you're on socials, share the screen, share the stream. Let your friends know. We're doing a lot here. We're getting awesome guests. We're trading live. I mean, you guys have seen me. I've taken 80% of the trades that I've taken have been on stream, and I took a $10,000 payout with Tradeify this week. So we're doing a lot here. Live streaming is tough sometimes, man. Taking your trades live and like putting yourself out there in front of an audience and trading live it can be nerve-wracking at times, And to be able to do it successfully, and like I took a nice big payout doing it, I think that's that's some validation for the stream. But yeah, we're going lower here. Market building liquidity before the news. I do agree with that. I think tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. It's too bad we won't be streaming at FOMC, but tomorrow is going to be interesting for sure, bro. If you look at the daily, a daily doji makes sense, so we can fill that new week opening gap later this week. Yep. I think, listen, I called that on Monday. We're going to fill that new week opening gap this week. That's my major call out. All right. That's my hypothesis. Before Friday, we will fill that new week opening gap. That's my like major hypothesis for the week. So I do think that's the overall draw in liquidity for this week. Yeah, we're selling, man. I kind of missed that short opportunity, which it's all good. It happens. Also, let me know if we are in a trade, chat. Anyone in a trade? Roach says, my bad. I don't want to steal your call. No, dude, no one's stealing my call. I don't think it's a groundbreaking idea. Again, market can only go up or down. So I'm saying it's going to go down later in the week. It's not anything groundbreaking. But yeah, I agree with you. I think filling the new week opening gap makes a lot of sense. Ercon agrees. Yeah, bro. We just got to be careful, right? Like sometimes the draw in liquidity makes a lot of sense. But when the market's just so bullish, like the timing can be really hard to call. So Taraki, I'm guessing you're short with Austin. How's ES looking? I'm guessing Austin pushed into some profit. Oh, ES looks a little different. I think he was short right around here. So he's probably at break even. He did not get stopped out though. If he kept his stop at 69.19, like he's good. He did not get stopped out. He had his stop just over this wick, right? So he was safe. See, you got to know where to place your stop loss. Like this was the invalidation zone. Not here, not here, above this wick. Came up, just missed it, and it rejected. So I do think ES looks like it's good for a push lower to take out some of this liquidity here. We just generated a bunch of buy side, right? San is short 26.50. Okay. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah. I mean, bro, I was looking at this. I was getting ready to take the trade, but we just didn't do it. Yeah, that was a good short. Good job. Okay. Go, mates. Just hit his TP in a gold long 1-4. Fire. Yeah, Rocha, I think a clean afternoon session makes sense. I would love to see us sell off in the afternoon. That would be awesome. There's still SMT with ES. Yep. So we got to be careful of that. I can take a quick look at gold. I'm down. So gold having a little bit of a recovery here on the 5-minute, right? You got midnight open above. So could be looking to retrace to the midnight open. London session high. There's a lot of liquidity to the upside that you can look for on gold. It's been really bearish the last few days. So, it's tough to fade it. We're totally going to inverse this daily fair value gap on gold. Like we did inverse it. So remember we had this fair value gap marked off on the daily. Look at this. We get a nice reaction, tries to put in like a higher low right here. But what do? Can't continue. Rejects, takes out that low. This was your inversion. We inverted a daily fair value gap on gold. So what that's telling me is that, sellers are here. Sellers are in control right now. Look at this move up, guys. Like this grind up. How long did this take? From here to here, this took 61 days. So about 2 months, and it moved over 30%, which is a strong move to the upside. All-time highs, right? But in the last 5 days, we have given back 10% of those gains. So the market is really sold off aggressively. And now it's like, I don't know where the key level is here on the daily. Like we have a daily fair value gap right here. So maybe this is where we go. Maybe this is where we bounce. This is a daily fair value gap. We swept out some liquidity here, right? So, okay, I think I got an idea here for golds for the next couple of days. Let's get rid of this. Let's go down to a 4 hour, try and like narrow things down. So yeah, that looks nice and clean on a 4 hour. This could be your liquidity sweep right here. Tap into a daily fair value gap. So now what I'd be looking for, and keep in mind, I'm not a gold trader. I don't trade gold like that, but this daily fair value gap, as long as we hold it and we swept liquidity, now I'd want to see price be able to bounce back above and reclaim that liquidity sweep. So that would be 3,959. So if you can get like a reclaim here, you know, maybe it consolidates, but ultimately we reclaim it, I think you could see a move back up. You know, and just play level to level. Like maybe we come up and take these relative equal highs. This is starting to make sense to me right here. So we have equal highs right here, tapped into a daily fair value gap, swept liquidity, higher time frame liquidity. If we can reclaim 3,959, I think something like this can be good. You have unmitigated open fair value gaps to the upside here and here. So honestly, this could be a good swing long opportunity for gold. And by swing trade, I don't mean holding for like multiple months. I mean holding for a few days. See if we can erase this last leg down. Come up and fill these fair value gaps. Take these equal highs. I think that could look good. Insane move on gold, though. Absolutely. Without the Dom, we are trading blind. Sad truth. I don't agree with that at all. I disagree. I don't use the Dom. I don't feel like I'm trading blinds at all. Not even the slightest. But using the Dom is fine. You know, it's a good tool. Not everyone needs to use it, though. Yeah, this could be a good swing trade, though. I'm not even kidding. I kind of like this. And just like maybe positioning yourself now and then building into the position after you get confirmation of a break and retest here, I think it could look good. All right, 7 more likes, guys. We'll run another giveaway. Also, you got this 4 hour gap. So you got 3 hours left on this candle, so you got some time. But again, this gap coincides with that reclaim of 3,959, right? So confluence, you know, confluence. Chat, let me know if you like this idea. I think this is a good read on gold right now. Again, I'm not a gold trader, but I think I have a good read here on the 4 hour. This makes a lot of sense to me. Zach, 15-minute SMT inside 15-minute fair value gap. I'm guessing you're looking at NQ. Let's go back to NQ. Ooh. Reclaiming, still holding this gap as our line in the sand, guys. Yeah, I know we have a bullish SMT right here. Really clear SMT. Yeah, this could be the pop-up. Yeah, this looks okay. I don't know. I still like the shorts, man. I don't know. Yeah, see. Still respecting the bullish gap, though. Big Drake candles needed now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel super convinced yet in a bounce here, but it's still holding a bullish level. This 5-minute candle is kind of bullish, but we haven't created any new fair value gaps, right? So there's no displacements on the 5-minute, but, you know, technically there's some displacements here on the 1 minute. So this is kind of your short-term line in the sand. right? We'll make this one gray, this 1 minute gap. We'll see how it holds. It could hold. I mean, listen, it could hold. You have the context that you have the bullish SMT at the lows. You're inside this higher time frame, 5 minute and 15 minute fair value gap. Market sweeps liquidity, displacement on the 1 minute, bullish fair value gap, retest and go higher. Take out all of this low resistance liquidity right here. It's a valid idea. I just I still don't like longing this high up. But yeah, this could be a setup. I wouldn't take it though. Not my trade. 11 a.m. going to start lunch hour. Yep. Well, 12 p.m. is the lunch hour for me. 12 to 1. Almost there. 3 more likes. 3 more likes, chat. Nice reaction. You might get this. You might get this push up. (1:30 to 4 o'clock New York PM. Yep, I think PM session will be good. Will be good today. Might get this move up. A 1 minute's looking good. I'm still gonna hold out for the shorts, guys. Maybe I'm incorrectly biased, but I don't know. I still like the shorts. I want to see a midnight retracement. Like again, 70% of the time we retrace to the midnight open in the New York session. So we did not retrace to midnight yesterday. What are the odds we don't retrace to midnight at all 2 days in a row? It becomes lower or I should say it becomes higher and higher probability that we will get the retracement to midnight if we miss a day, right? So if we miss one day, it's now even more likely to me that we retrace to midnight today. Because when you have a 70% probability roughly over the span of the last 10 years, if we miss a day, then the next day should be a little more likely. But of course, there's you got to keep in mind the price action and the context. Like we are very bullish. So, but I still like it. I think a retracement to midnight could pan out at 11 a.m. So I might look for a short at 11 if we get a setup. PM session starts at 1 p.m. That's the way I read it. 1 p.m. Eastern. 3 more likes, guys, and we'll run this giveaway. Yeah, I might consider another short, though. I kind of like that we're pulling up. So we'll see. Also, remember, tomorrow we got Tanner Owens, the strong trader. Do you guys know Tanner? I'll show you. I'll show you Tanner. This dude's awesome, man. Good vibes. See, he's going to be on tomorrow. He's been killing it, taking like some massive payouts. I know he has a live account with Top One Futures. What else? He had like an options play. He took an options short a couple weeks ago. Made like 20K on a single trade on a live account, personal options account. So dude's a killer. I'm excited for that one. I haven't talked with him one-on-one either, but like, again, we have so many mutuals, like mutual friends that we've been connected with each other, but I haven't actually spoken to him one-on-one. So that'll be a cool one for sure. And then who do we got next? We got Wilksy FX. I have not spoken with him ever. That'll be cool. And then Friday is going to be awesome, guys. We're going to have our Halloween special. We got Dumb Money Hunter coming on, who is the founder of Maven Prop Firm. That's going to be sick. It's going to be a fun one. Yeah, he's got a fire mustache, John. Tanner Owens. Oh, we just hit 100 likes. All right, fam. You want to run this giveaway? So we'll give away 2 Blue Guardian accounts. Blue Guardian, what we're going to do to enter the giveaway, as always, what I want you to do is type Blue Guardian into the chat. Get those entries in. I will take a very, very quick break. I will be back in a few minutes and we will announce the winners. So let's run the giveaway and I will be right back, guys. Stay tuned. Stay tuned because we'll announce the winner in 3 minutes. All right, we back. We back. Thanks for sticking with me there, guys. We got some giveaways to announce. So we're going to give away some Blue Guardian accounts, right? Blue Guardian futures. Again, guys, before I announce the winners, 2 things. Number 1, just so I don't miss anyone, as always, just get your entry in one more time. I know it's a lot of typing, but just type your entry in one more time. I don't want to miss anybody. So give you guys a second. Even if you already entered once, enter one more time. It's all good. I have a way to, split up the names so there's no duplicates. So get your entries in one more time. You got 30 seconds. And this is what we're going to do. So once we give them away, or before we give them away, I should say, always remember, sorry guys, I probably sound like a broken record if you've been with me the whole time on stream, but if your country is restricted and you win a giveaway account with that firm, there's nothing we can do. Okay. So if you can't claim it, just always make sure that your country is not restricted before you you try to claim a giveaway. But okay, that'll be it for the entries. Let's get this in. And then we're going to get back to the charts because honestly, I'm liking this price action now. So I definitely want to get to the charts. So let's get this giveaway done quick and get back to trading because we might have another trade entry setting up. So, I don't want anyone to miss it. All right, cool. We got some good entries. Let's run this. We'll do the pinwheel. Again, let's make it quick. We got some trading to do, guys, All right, chat. You ready? On 3, 1, 2, 3, run. Hey, Amanula. Again, I'm sorry if I butcher names, guys. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. If I butcher your name, I mean no disrespect. But you're the winner. You're the winner. Let's go. I will copy and paste this. And again, to claim your account. Okay, so to claim your account, you're going to go over to Prop Firm Match Support on X. I will link it in the chat for you guys. Okay, so let me do that quick. So you're going to go over here to Prop Firm Match Support on X. Prop Firm Match Support. I'll link it in the chat. And just show them that you are the winner of the giveaway. Show them your YouTube name. Give them a timestamp so they can find it. And that's it. They'll hook you up. Now, guys, remember, it takes like a day or two for them to get back to you sometimes because, support, they have a lot going on. They're very busy. So give it a day or two. If they don't answer you within 5 seconds, it doesn't mean anything is wrong. They will get to you. But that's what you're going to do. You're just going to DM them at PFM Support to get that going. And we can give one more away. So let's remove this. I actually have 3 accounts to give away, but I could save one more after this. We'll save the last one. But all right, guys, if we want to run it again, let's do this though. Let's hit it with the drum wheel. Drum roll. Can't talk. Drum roll. All right, let's see. Pin 2 is live. Pin 2 is live. That one I could say. That was easy enough. So congrats, bro. You are the winner. And again, same as before, just DM PFM Support on X and they will get you hooked up, okay? Make sure you show proof of your YouTube name. Give them a timestamp. Makes it a little easier. But that's it. That's it. So I got one more account that I can give away. Actually, we have 2 more. We have 2 more, so that's good. So let's give it a minute. We'll run one more giveaway a little bit later in the stream, guys. So if you haven't won yet, you still got a chance. No need to give up. But I do want to get to some charts. And also, guys, listen, if you don't win a giveaway, the great thing is you can go to Prop Firm Match, compare and contrast all of your favorite prop firms, and obviously, we want to have good knowledge and we only want to trade with trusted firms. Prop Firm Match does that for you by listing only the most trusted firms in the space. But on top of that, what people really love is the discounts, right? So Top 1 Futures, we have a really good discount right now. Match Spooky, code Match Spooky for 55% off. And again, if you don't know about Top 1 Futures, you could always go here, get all of the details you need, go to challenges under the firm, and, compare and contrast, see how many loyalty points each challenge offers. Once you pay, you obviously get loyalty points, which you can then redeem for more accounts. Ton of cool things with Prop Firm Match. But yeah, they do have a Halloween flash sale right now, 55% off, which is huge, especially for instant funding. That's pretty hard to find in the space. So figured we would go over that real quick. But yeah, shout out Top 1 Futures and shout out Blue Guardian. Sing a song. Trock is asking me to sing a song. I'm not a dancing monkey, bro. I'm a trader. I don't sing. I'm just kidding. I'm not a singer, though. Okay. Market's grinding. I do think we could still find a short. I I got my eye on a short, but I got to be careful. Oh, you were asking the winner to sing a song? That could be funny. We can make them do that one day. I'll consider that. Yeah, shout out Top 1 Futures. Got a little 1 minute fair value gap in here. Again, guys, what I'm thinking is just very simply, we're still above midnight, right? I went over this briefly, but at the end of the day, the market retraces to the midnight open roughly 70% of the time for the last 10 years. That's real data. That's hard data. So when we're trading above the midnight open and we have not retested it yet, I like to look at the market as in a premium of the daily range. It's easier to short when we are in a premium, right? That's the idea. So I still want to see the market retrace to the midnight open. I know we're fighting trends, but again, if we didn't retrace to midnight yesterday, okay? Yesterday, we did not retrace to midnight. What are the chances that we do that 2 days in a row? It's still totally possible. Don't get me wrong. It's still totally possible, but it's less likely now. So yeah, if a setup forms, I'm going to take it, man. That's my setup. I like to trade to the midnight open, okay? It keeps me on the right side of the market more times than it doesn't. So we'll see. If we go a little bit higher, just means I can get a better short entry down to the midnight open if I'm going to be right. Galmate says, I'm trying to long and you want to go short. I'm not short yet, so no worries. Hey, Benjamin said it's a blackout here. My laptop is down and my phone's running low on battery. I wish everyone a great day. Yo, shout out Benjamin, man. You're always in the chat, always asking good questions. So have a wonderful day, brother. We'll see you tomorrow. How long does it take to receive the giveaway accounts? It could take a few days. Like, honestly, guys, it could take 3 to 5 days maximum. So just be patient. You know, it'll come. People have already gotten their accounts. There's people in the chat who are trading their giveaway accounts. Just give it some time. RP Singh, there's no reason to type in Blue Guardian right now. Giveaway's done until we're gonna run one more in a little bit. All right, so we're still ripping up a little higher. So whoever was in a long, who said you're in a long, I mean, it's not looking bad for you. Yeah, RP Singh, no spamming, bro. Baby Blue Guardian. KRN, yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're in a long, I don't hate it. It's just not my trade. I just can't do it. But yeah, bro, don't listen to me blindly. Like, I was wrong yesterday. I was red. So, you know, not always right. Definitely not always right. The key is I don't blow my accounts just because I'm wrong for one day. That's where a lot of people go wrong. They can't handle the fact that they're just wrong. Like, you're never going to be right every day with trading. I don't care how good of a technical analyst you are. That's like the biggest thing. So I know so many people, man. I have a lot of friends and I know a lot of people in the space who are great traders. Like, they know how to take good winning trades. They can manage their winning positions really well. But their problem is they blow up just because they're having a red day. They just can't handle the fact that they're not going to make money that day. And that messes up months of progress, weeks of progress, whatever. Like, that's where people go wrong. So if you can just stop that, you don't even have to be the best trader. But if you can actually keep your red days, you know, manageable, the green days are going to come if you have a good system. So you've got to be able to do that, man. Most people just can't deal with a red day. And I'm not saying it like I'm a genius. I mean, I was like that for years. For years, I would be trading really well, have one red day, give everything back. All of my work just gone in a day. And I just got tired of it. Yeah, honestly, part of me just wants to get in short right here. Like, are we at above the 50%? Yeah, this is like we tapped into the 50% retracement. We have a little bearish SMT. Do we have a bearish SMT? The way this market, ES just is moving very differently from NQ, so it's kind of hard to even spot the SMT. But yeah, we do have one. Yeah, I'm going to try one here, guys. Can we catch like 15 points? Maybe even a little more. Can we at least take out this low? Like, we're kind of building up these stacked lows again, you know? Again, in a market that's not insanely bullish, like, I'd be super confident we're going to take these lows. The only problem is just how bullish we are. A lot of times we're leaving these lows, but the setup still looks good to me. What's my win rate in general for the past year? Well, you know, I trade prop accounts, so, you know, it changes at times. But like, for example, I took a 10K payout with Tradeify recently. My win rate was 70%. So I had a 70% win rate, average R multiple 1-to-1. Price is sitting right at VWAP. You hit sell exactly at VWAP. That's funny. That is funny, bro. Bro, how to use prop for match website? I get confused. Do I need to buy challenge via prop for match link? So you could just use the code. Like, you could just use code match or compare some, like, for example, top one futures. The code is a little bit different. Right now it's, what's the code? Let's go back. The code right now is match spooky, but you could go to propformatch.com and just copy the link, but you can just buy directly from the website as well. What do you guys think? We gonna hit this dub? What do you guys think? We taking a dub or no? There's a little 15-minute fair value gap we tapped into. I didn't even realize that. Little 15-minute bearish gap that we got a nice reaction off of. Sand says, yes, we will. All right, I like the confidence, man. Let's see. $15-minute looks clean, does it? Yeah, that 15-minute fair value gap is nice, but the problem is we're ping-ponging, right? So we have this 15-minute gap as well. Market's trying to hold up here, but it's ping-ponging inside this little 15-minute gap. Listen, so it's not the best, but I think it's a good spot. Like, we waited for the 50% retracements of this price leg, right? Like, let me pull a fib here again so you guys can see that. So again, just using simple premium and discount concepts, I pull a Fibonacci retracement from the swing high to the swing low, right? There's your 50% retracement. So we tap into premium and we get a nice rejection. Instead of trying to short down here before we tap into premium, we wait for that retracement and then look for our trade. So it's a good spot, which also aligns with that 15-minute fair value gap. Hi, I'm new to futures. Is it similar to Forex? I only trade gold on CFD Forex firms. Yeah, you could trade gold futures. Honestly, it's just better. Like, you're going to get better execution. You're not going to get slippage or spread. You just have better, more efficient execution. But you can trade gold. You can trade Forex. Like, you can trade Euro USD. any major Forex pair, you can trade the futures contract. So GU, Euro USD, USD JPY, excuse me, AUD USD, like all of it. So it's just a better market with more efficient execution. Can I get the challenge without activation fee with Blue Guardian? I am going to give away one more of those. So if you win, yeah. Or are you a winner today from today? I can't switch these things around. If you're a winner today, if you won top 1 futures, I can't switch them around, guys. All right. Slowing down a little bit, but I mean, I feel good in this trade for the time being. I don't see any issue with this trade just yet. I think it looks good. We're just kind of building up liquidity right here, just stacking these lows. So like how many people are placing stops here, here, and here trying to get long? So I'm thinking we can get one more rip lower to take out these lows. So we'll see. Am I green or red? I'm green on the day. We took a winning short right here. This was my only trade so far, and then we just got into one more right here. So yeah, we're green. Right now we're risking profits, okay? Because I'm already up on the day. Damn, did we just wick those? No, we created equal lows. This is the problem. It's just like there's been so many instances where we create equal lows and just go higher. So it's tough, man. It's tough. But I'm going to hold this for now. I'm going to give it room. I'm not getting scared out yet. This 15-minute gap is going to be my line in the sand, though. All right, so I just want to see how these 15-minute candles close. As long as we can't close above this gap, so above 26.54, I think my trade is still valid. And like I said, we're risking profits on the day. So we would just be break even if we take a stop. Give it some room. Still looks good to me. No reason for me to get out yet. Chat, do you like this trade? Give me a yes or no. Do you like this trade or do you not like this trade? Yes or no? I want to gauge the chat, see what you guys think. Channel's growing very fast. Congrats. Yeah, we're growing, man. We are definitely growing. Only up from here. Okay, so, some people don't like my trade. Hell Saint says no. Lubega says nah. Dino, giveaway. We're going to do one more giveaway, guys. We're, like, chill. Clipmint likes it. Damn, most people do not like my trade. Damn. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. I like this. Urcon likes the trade. He doesn't like the price action. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with that. I do not like the price action either. Gilmate likes it, and when your TP is hit, I'll long. Okay, cool. Dude, I would love that for us. Good logic, to be honest. Yeah, I think the setup is fully logical. Like, the setup makes sense. You know, I'm past the point in my trading career where I just like force trades and take silly trades for the most part. I mean, no one's perfect. I make mistakes sometimes, but the majority of my trades have a clear logic now. Like, I don't just force anything. So it's a clear setup. It makes sense. Again, if it's a loss, it's fine. I can accept it because it's a good trade in my book. Can hit since it's a quick scalp. Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. I scalp. Tarmesh says, I don't know. Okay, so some people are neutral on the trade. It's fine to me. We'll see. Again, we're just building up so much liquidity right here that I think we should get one more swipe down to take these wicks out. Especially now, we created equal lows right here. Okay, here we go. Can we get this push? Guys, we'll do a giveaway before the end of the stream. How long have I been trading? I've been trading for 5 years now. 5 years. Been a battle. Been a battle being in this for 5 years, but I feel like I've finally come out on the right side after many years of struggling. I like your entry, but risk reward is small. That's how I trade, guys. High win rate, low risk reward. I take winning trades, my base hits add up. What's the most important thing that I've learned in these 5 years? Just in general about trading. I think the most important thing I've learned is that, honestly, we could talk about risk reward. I used to only look for like 5R trades. I thought you had to risk small, win big. And I eventually stopped that, and I started focusing on having a much higher win rate, going for lower R multiple. And what I've learned is that base hits add up, and that you can trade small size, you can copy multiple accounts, and just stack easy wins, low hanging fruit. And that's when things really started to pick up. I was already profitable before this, but it was still a bit of a struggle. I was in and out, doing really well for a while, hitting like lulls in my career. And once I moved over to more base hits, like, I'm sure I'm still going to go through ups and downs because it's impossible not to in trading, but the amount of money I've been making in payouts is just exponentially increased. Daily target. I mean, I would like us to trade to midnight. I would like to see this market head towards the midnight open. That's my target for the day. Yeah, Josh gets it. Those base hits add up. I do the exact same as Zach. They add up at the end of the day. Exactly, man. How long have I been streaming? Was I a natural at it? I'm awesome at doing interviews and explaining complex ideas. Thank you. Which is why we made the course. So again, that course is coming out next week. It's going to be great. Thanks, Wendy, for the kind words. So I've been streaming for 2 years now. I definitely don't think I was a natural at it at all. The first stream I did on ASFX TV, I was like hella nervous. I almost left the stream because I was so nervous, which is silly now in hindsight. But I definitely was not a natural at it. Am I a full-time trader? Yes, I am a full-time trader. High win rate, small risk reward. Wow, that's wisdom. Elaborate more, bro. I think I'd do it too. I mean, there's not much more to elaborate. Instead of taking a bunch of small losses over and over again, trying to capture 4 or 5R, look into the math at how often do those trades that you're looking for 4R, how often do they reach 1R or 0.8R? If they reach that little bit of profit over and over again, but you're not hitting your full target, think about if you just added up all of those small wins, how much better you would be doing. That's kind of the idea. We have no doubt in your setups, bro. Your scalping style is good. Thanks, bro. Yeah, listen, and people could not like this particular trade, but you still like my style. I get that. What I don't like about this trade is that the market has just been so ridiculously bullish, and it's been pretty incoherent at times. It just wants to go up. So from that perspective, this is a tougher trade. We're totally fighting what's been going on, what price has been doing the last few days. And that's fair. What do I think about indicators like RSI, MACD? I think they're great. I just don't use them in my style. I used to use them. Like RSI, I used to use a lot. It's a tool, just like anything else. I think it's just not a tool that is necessary for my style anymore. But it's a good tool. Wendy's pumped for the course. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited. How much have I traveled? I've traveled a little bit. Like I've been to Europe, been to Mexico. I've been over like all over the country. California. I lived in South Florida for a few years. I lived in Nashville, Tennessee. But I'm from New York, you know, and I've been back in Brooklyn for the last 7 years. I like New York, you know. I know it's expensive, taxes are high, but you know, when you're a New Yorker, man, it's hard to leave. I love it here. I love the energy of the city. No offense, you can't call that a win, even if it hits TP, since it is negative RR, but I still hope you get a TP. Here's the thing, bro. I took a 10K payout last week trading like this. You know, not to make it like a bragging kind of thing, but I've had over $62,000 in payouts in the last 2.5 months doing this. So it's a win. For me, it's a win. I thought it was really interesting that John uses RSI and the 1 hour or daily. Yeah, for sure. There's so many ways to skin the cat. 1 pip equals how many ticks in NQ. So, here we go, getting a little push. So I'm going to go with points instead of pips, but I believe it's 4 ticks. 4 ticks equals 1 point. So this trade, if this hits TP, it's about 90 ticks, which is about 22 points if this trade hits. What do I have in mind about the rate cuts? Honestly, man, like when it comes to like my personal day trading, I don't focus on the fundamentals like that. I just think it's unnecessary as a day trader. I'm a purely technical analysis based trader. I could care less what the fundamentals say. I've just seen too many instances where the fundamentals say one thing and the market does the complete opposite. So I just stay focused on technicals. That's it. Hey, nice, Josh. You're visiting NYC soon? Hey, hit me up, bro. No, I do not focus on fundamentals when trading at all. I agree with you. Trading negative RR with prop firms is smart. Yeah, they work well with prop firms. What strategy has changed so far? So the thing is, I haven't changed my strategy for a few years. I trade ICT with volume profile. What I have changed is how I enter and exit my trades and my risk reward. I go with low risk reward, high win rate now. Where I used to go with low win rate, high risk reward. So that's what I changed, but I did not change the way I view price action and the way I read technicals. That's the same, and it's been the same for 3 years now. I've been using ICT with volume profile, which is why I think I read it well, because I've been reading price the exact same way. I haven't changed virtually anything when it comes to my technical analysis for 3 years. It's been 5 to 6 months. I started learning to trade, bought my first 5K challenge. Now I'm in half drawdown. I get upset. Yeah, man, trading is upsetting sometimes. It gets people upset. It's just, that's the hardest thing about it. Yeah, I took 1 green trade so far, Shivam. So 1 win, and now we got this trade running. So right now I'm risking my profits on the day so far. That's it. If this trade hits stop loss, I'll just be break even. Where's my stop loss? It's up here. I might not necessarily leave it here, but again, I trade negative R. So this is about like 0.7 R if I let it hit this full stop, but I might not. I might cut it before that. I'm going to watch the price action, see how we react. This 15-minute bearish fair value gap is where we entered. So I don't want to see a 15-minute candle closure above this gap. That's the idea. Yeah, we are totally barcoding though. Terrible price action. It's really bad. I'm trying negative RR. It gives me positive results so far. Let's see for the future. Keep us updated, man. Am I one of the founders of PFM? No, not at all. I just stream. I just run the stream of PFM TV. All great dudes, but I'm not part of it like that. And you know, I'm just a trader. I don't run the business at all. I'm just a trader. Am I trading an eval account? No, this is a funded account. This is funded. I'm copy trading. That's great today. Market movements are not good. Yeah. Market movements have been terrible for the last 2 days. Goomate says, I hope you hit your TP because I'll long after. Yeah, man, let's get it. See, I mean, look, I'm not invalidated on this idea. Again, this 15-minute fair value gap is our line in the sand for now. Yep, copy trading 5 accounts, correct. Giveaway time, what time is it? 11:30. Yeah, we'll run it soon. Let's just watch this trade for a minute, guys, and let's we want to be focused. We got to see what happens, because if we break above here, I might not be interested in it anymore. I still got no reason to close it other than the fact that we're just barcoding, man. This is where it's like, we want to flip to higher time frames, kind of see if we can anticipate something. I mean, the 3-minute looks awful. This just looks disgusting. But from our perspective, the one thing that's in our favor here is we have not created a single fair value gap on this move up, right? So there's no displacement. All right. So is there aggressive buying coming in here? Not really. This is one of the reasons we took the short, right? Because we're not creating fair value gaps. So there's literally no displacement in this move up yet. So let's see. We did just sweep this low. This was the low hanging fruit, but I wanted to take a little bit more. I wanted a bigger TP, but we did just sweep this. Let's see if we can get some follow through now. The copier I just use the one that's built into the Tradebait platform. So it's just built in. It's not like a third-party copier or anything like that. I get bored whole day watching the charts. Should have a Discord community ASAP. Prop for a match is creating a Discord. It's coming. It's in the works. I got a little sneak preview the other day. It's coming. It's going to be cool because what we're going to do, we're going to make a whole community. I'm going to post technical analysis in there, do some education. It's going to be great. Okay, here we go. Can we get a little bit more follow through here? See if we can get some follow through, guys. I don't like that reaction one bit. I think I need to move my stop to break even now, because I don't want to take a loss when it got this close to TP. Let's just see how this next 1 minute candle prints. We got 50 seconds left on this 5 minute. Let's see how this 5 minute candle. Ooh. Oh, there we go. 2 for 2. Let's get it. W's in the chat. Come on. We're back, baby. We had 2 red days in a row. We are back. Dubs. Nice. Nice little jab right there. Cancel my stop loss. Bang. Beautiful, man. Look at that move. Look at my entries today, guys. Really clean entries. Nice trade. So here are my 2 trades today. This first short down to this 5 minute fair value gap. We had these equal lows right here. So we were targeting those in this unmitigated gap. Hit that. We hit the 5 minute bullish gap. We get a retracement. But look at this retracement. We cannot form a new high, right? So a lack of displacement. We grind lower, put in a lower low. Now another lower high. Tap into this 15-minute bearish fair value gap. Holds as resistance. Okay, so we try one more short. We see a draw on liquidity. We have these equal lows. We have these stacked lows. Okay, building low resistance liquidity. And now we're selling off. Beautiful. So yeah, the next target is midnight, guys. I think we're coming here. I think we're going to get this midnight retracement. All right. And again, the whole idea today has been trading to the midnight open. Yesterday, we were red trying to trade to the midnight open. It happens. It's not going to work every day, but it does work roughly 70% of the time for the last 10 years. So I'd rather just stick to data. And like I said, if we didn't hit midnight yesterday, we're now more likely to hit it today. How many lots? I was trading 2 micros, but I was copy trading 5 accounts. So it was about 1 mini, 10 micros. W trade today. Entry was fire. Thank you, brother. Nice exit too. We had some good exits today. Look, we exit here, pulls up, exit here, pull up. Aiming for the floor, London session low as target, one next target weekly open gap. I need some momentum though. Yeah, dude, I would love to see this. I would love to see the market trade down to the weekly opening gap, but it's asking a lot when we've been so bullish. I hope it works though. What prop firms do I have accounts with? So I only trade with prop firm match listed accounts. So I really like My Funded Futures. I like Top Step. I like Top One Futures. I like Tradeify. So those are my favorites, but any firms here are good if they're listed with prop firm match. And I also like prop firm match because I get the best discounts. You can check here. You get 80% off with Apex code match. Top One Futures, 55% off with code match spooky. And you can compare and pick the right prop for you. But yeah, those are my top four firms. Beautiful trade, Zach. Thank you guys. Thank you. I need to watch ICT. Yeah, ICT is the way, man. I'm trading 50K accounts right now, Josh. They're 50K accounts. That's why I'm trading so small, Zach goated. Let's go. Lucid. Yes, Lucid's good. I hope they get listed on prop firm match. I hope that happens soon. That's the negative risk reward guy for you. Yes, sir. Yep, 2 wins, guys. We're back. We're back on track. That's how it goes, man. You have a couple red days. If you have a good model, you're not going to have more than a couple red days in a row if you have a good trading system. It's just the way. All right. Look at that entry, man. Just straight back up towards my entry. This is why we take base hits. Yeah, Josh, that's why I'm trading micros right now, because they're 50K accounts. Correct. All right. I guess we should run this giveaway, guys. What do you think? You guys stuck with me in that trade. Might as well reward everyone. Let's run one last giveaway, right? Before we dip out. You guys down? Imagine I said, do we want to run a giveaway? Are you guys down? And then the chat said no. That'll probably never happen in the history of trading live streaming. Will I be given free membership with Prop Firm 1 in the future? Probably, yeah. I would. I don't know. I think so. Right now, that copy trader is just for CFD props, but I know that, we talked about this. John was on, I think it was yesterday, he was telling us about Prop Firm 1. They would like to also get it going with futures, but, just take some time. It's just a time issue. It'll happen, though, probably. All right, let's run it. Let's run it. I'm waiting. One day I want to see the chat say no giveaway. Show me how to trade. Now let's run it. Let's run the giveaway. All right. Okay, so to enter the giveaway, let's shout me out. Type Zarb in the chat. Type Zarb in the chat to enter the giveaway, and we'll run it right now. Yeah, if you already won an account this week, do not participate. You can't win more than 1 account in a week. And of course, as always, remember, if your country is restricted with the prop firm that we're giving away, you can't claim it. So always double check that, guys. Keep them coming. Do 15 more seconds to get your entry in. Let's get it, guys. 15 more seconds. Market's moving lower again. I think we're coming to midnight. I think the market's just trying to be difficult about it. I think we're going to midnight today, guys. All right, that's it for the entries. All right, let's get these names in. All right, you ready, guys? Who's got it today? Ooh, that was close. I can't do it. I'm just going to butcher it. Remember, you can only win. No, you already won. Sorry, brother. You already won today. So you can't, you shouldn't have entered again, but it's fine. I see you already won today. So we're going to do that again, guys. You can't win more than one account per week. So this does not count. And we're going to run it back one more time. Okay, let's do it again. Yep, I know. Dude won already. We're going again. Don't worry. You are not the winner. He is not the winner. Noob. All right, let's go. Okay, algorithm trigger. You got it. Let's go. Algorithm trigger. All right, to claim your account, what you're going to do is you're going to go to prop firm match support on X. All right, this is going to be for Blue Guardian. So that's for Blue Guardian. Algorithm trigger, you are the winner. To get your account, go to prop firm match support on X. I'll link it in the chat for you right here. DM them, show them a timestamp, proof of your YouTube name, and you're good. You'll get your account. Again, takes a few days, okay, guys? So just remain patient, but you will get your accounts. All right, and let's run one more. We got one more account to give away, guys. One more. No, sir. Mudo, I can't say your name, but no, you did not win 2 accounts, brother. You can only win 1 account per week, so we ran it again. Just so you're well aware, you did not win 2 accounts. You only won 1 account. Yeah, but we got one more. I believe so. Let me double check that. I think we got one more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have one more top 1 futures account I can give out. So we're going to do the same list. Let's run this last one. Yep, this is the last one. Let's see. There we go. Wonder Walks. Let's go. Winner. Okay, you won top 1 futures. And that will do it for the giveaways. All right, guys. Congrats, congrats, congrats. If you did not win, it's all good. It's all good. You can win again tomorrow. You got an opportunity tomorrow. We'll do more giveaways. We got an awesome guest tomorrow. We got Tanner, the strong trader, coming in. So again, ton of value coming tomorrow. Good interviews as always, and good trades. You know, we're going to take good trades. Do we win all of our trades? No, we do not win all of our trades, but do we call out good trades? We do. We take good trades on stream. So that's it. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Until then, trade safe. Don't do anything silly. Don't overtrade. Don't over leverage. And we'll be back tomorrow, as always, on Wednesday. Just keep it going. Can we get T trades on stream? I would love that, but I think he's hard. I think he's hard to get. I could try. That'll be a hard one. Maybe you guys can spam his Twitter account. Tell him to come on Prop Firm Match TV, so he knows people want it. I would love to talk to T trades, bro. I would love to, but he's pretty exclusive. All right, guys. Peace out. Peace and love. I will catch you tomorrow. Until then, have a good rest of your day. Peace.